I think that's it. I haven't heard that song in a while. Kenny Rogers. No? Yes?
Yeah.
Comes back a little bit? Okay. Oh, comes back again? All right. Is that it? All right. Kenny Rogers. I did not know that was Kenny Rogers until recently. What's the name of that song, Travis? That was your pick today, huh?
No, I told you that wasn't my pick.
That was my pick.
Oh, that was Eric's pick.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. I got all confused. All right. Eric Stengel picked that one.
Yeah.
I don't know where your mic is. There it is. Are you on now?
I think
no,
so.
You're not on. How about that one? Are you on there? No.
Press
How about,
buttons.
there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Yeah, Kenny Rogers
Kenny Rogers and what is it called?
just dropped in to see what my condition was in.
That's from a movie, right?
Yeah, Big Lebowski.
It was from Big Lebowski. Okay. Well, that's how we start. Good morning, everybody.
Hi.
Hi. Trying to work through a few issues with the studio. I got a keyboard in my crotch that is bothering me. Why are you laughing?
It's a funny thing.
That's funny?
You have a keyboard in your crotch that's bothering you?
It's really bothering me. Don Wickland said he was going to take care of some of these things.
I figured after...
Oh, wait. Which mic is... Okay, go ahead.
I figured after...
No, that's not you. Why isn't that you today?
Is this me?
No. Now try that.
How about that?
Yeah, okay.
I figured after what we learned from Norton yesterday that anything above your crotch would not bother you.
Oh, right. Yes. This made me go, aw.
It wasn't an aw moment.
It's cute.
Come on. Give me a little extra. A little extra. We talked about Norton seeing my piece.
Yeah.
Now,
Peace.
what mic
I don't know if I'd call it that.
I think all the mics are fucked up today.
That's fine.
Which one are you now, Jim? Talk.
I don't know which one.
How about that?
3?
Check. Yeah.
Okay.
I missed that when he was talking. How was it?
It was cute.
It wasn't...
I wouldn't call it a piece. I would call it a thingy.
See, now I have to prove him wrong. Now you're going to have to see my dick again.
All right, well, maybe, I don't know, if your diaper needs changing, maybe I'll see that little guy again.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, like well hung, like you see a guy naked, what would you give him?
He's gonna lowball it.
No,
he's gonna
he'll be
lowball
honest.
it.
I give him like a 5.
5?
A 5's not bad.
Yeah.
No, man. What would you give Voss?
6?
No, I'm bigger than Voss. I've seen Voss's penis. I'm bigger than
But
Voss.
soft. Did you see it soft?
I'm telling you, it had horrible display, horrible presentation.
No, but
it looked like it had
Voss.
the flu.
No, Voss is.
My penis is bigger than Voss's.
But
I will bet
Voss-
a shitload of money on that.
Did you see Voss erect or flaccid?
I've only seen pictures of it, actually.
Yeah, well, Voss probably
I'm
takes
confident that
130 takes till he gets
right,
the right
and he made
picture.
it look bigger and all
Right.
that. We all know that's the proper way to take a dick pic if you're going to take a dick pic, right?
Yes.
Jimmy has taught us over the years. You got to work the angles and everything else.
I don't even have one. I used to use my friend Chuck Miganelli's. He had a big one. And he just forwarded it over to me, and I would forward it over to Chuck.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. Chuck had a huge mule.
Did he
Our
really?
buddy Chuck, yeah.
So you would use that?
I use that.
as your dick pic?
Absolutely.
I use Chuck's too. I also use Chuck's. He's really good.
He is. He got me laid like 4 times. Thanks, Chuck.
I went down to see a friend of mine in Florida. Mike Calta does radio, and I've gone various other places.
We know the Cowhead.
You know Cowhead. And whenever I've gone down there, and they know that I know you guys, they've said, have you ever seen a picture of Jim's penis? And a lot of people have seen pictures on your phone, Jimmy, of your penis.
He's showing us.
Shows everyone. I haven't seen it.
He asked for
I don't. I
showed him.
I will say this.
I mean,
my penis is absolutely bigger than Voss's. I will show again just to prove that.
in front of
My
us?
penis is not bigger than Jim Norton's.
I don't know.
think.
I
No,
don't know.
I've seen yours.
I didn't look at yours close enough. I just I gandered as I walked by. But not even at your dick. It was just the whole thing. I was like, there's a tall man. He's missing something. Oh.
Did you think it was maybe like Bruce Jenner? You're like, maybe it was Bruce Jenner. Got a cut already?
Oh my god!
At first, I thought I was in the wrong locker room.
Oh my god!
I used to have an ex-girlfriend who would keep a picture of my penis in a wallet and would show all of her girlfriends.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that picture? Yeah.
I won't even challenge you. I've heard the stories over the years, so I will give in to that one that you have a bigger piece.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying I do. No, she would just.
No, I've heard stories from other people, so I'm not even going to challenge you.
Whoa.
But I'll tell you this.
I want to know
stories.
But
they're good liars.
But I am not allowing people to think that Voss has a bigger penis than me. Sorry, I'm just not.
Ouch.
But as soon as Jimmy went psst, as he was walking by me, I looked down immediately and went, "Oh, fuck!" Because if someone sees your penis, you want to have good presentation. I don't give a fuck.
But at least it was well groomed, though.
It wasn't well groomed. That's the other problem.
I didn't even notice if
There's
it
so
had hair
much.
on it or not.
It looked like good.
It looks pretty bad.
Where did you-
Orange right now.
rainforest?
I need a couple hours to myself and at home so I could get everything nice again. It's
Where
been a
did you
while.
hear that I had a big penis? I'm curious.
You're happy about that? Just over the years doing radio. Jimmy has told a story or two.
No.
I just imagine.
What do you mean, no?
If I had a name for mine, it would be.
Oh,
Like,
no. You have big balls.
Yeah, big balls. Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
I think I then just figured if you have big balls, then you got the big penis.
If I had a name for mine, it would be Mike Mediocre.
Really?
Yeah, just mediocre. But, does the job.
But then the big balls make it looks ridiculous.
they're not that big anymore. They shrunk.
Why did they shrink?
I don't know. I had like a good 4-year run.
With your balls?
Yeah, they were just huge at one point. I remember pissing in front of a car. Levy and Jim were in the front seat, and I was pissing.
Yeah.
It was at nighttime, and of course I had to do it and just whiz so they could see my dick. And they were like, "Look at those balls!" I didn't even know they were that big, and then they got legendary.
What age were your balls the biggest?
Probably from age 28 to maybe 33, 34. It was almost like I was Mark McGuire on steroids. And now you see him now, you're like, wow,
what
that's
happened
the
to
same
that
guy.
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
what,
don't-
what was going on with your balls that they
I
got
don't
big
know.
for a while?
I don't know,
Some
but
kind of infection or
I don't know, right?
I don't know. They were
were they
big.
really big?
Huge?
Were your loads bigger?
No.
Wow.
I think this is the only job where you just see everyone's penises. Who else sees their penises of their coworkers?
This is why it's a dream job.
Maybe I was going to say athletes. Maybe. Sure. The NBA.
Sure, all athletes see each other's dicks.
All athletes see each other's dicks, and that's about it.
Professional wrestling, they probably do it in the locker room.
You think?
I mean, I guess they might, but it's probably not a highlight for them.
I'm just saying they do.
It's not a highlight like it's a highlight for us. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, Although I know the Iron Sheik was once asked who the biggest pecker checker in the locker room is.
Yeah.
He
Who
said
would he say?
he said Pat Patterson by a mile.
What a shock.
Well,
Yeah, really. That's the Iron Sheik.
I mean, there's been rumors over the years.
Rumors?
Or is it more than
No, I
rumors
think he
these
came-
days?
I think he,
okay.
He came out on a WWE reality show.
Did
Yeah.
he really?
Yeah, like in his 60s or 70s or however old he is.
Wow, did he?
Yeah.
How did you say I'm gay?
Yeah, he was like sitting around with a table full of wrestlers and he started crying, but everybody knew that already.
Yeah, there's no surprises.
No.
Okay.
He was very open about it, but not publicly open,
Yeah, well, there was always those stories about these wrestling ring boys that would set up the ring. These young boys and stuff like that. There was always
Was it
fumbling with?
yeah.
was it illegal activity?
There were allegations
There were
back in the day.
allegations, yes, about Pat Patterson for a while.
Why did he skate?
He
I
was
guess
Vince,
no
he
one
was
could really
Vince's
prove it.
right hand man. Like he would work
Yeah.
right under Vince
For a long time.
Yeah,
huh?
doing
Still does.
booking and doing all that stuff. Yeah,
Did Vince
so.
know he was gay?
Vince had probably an inclination that Pat Patterson was a homosexual, yeah.
Probably.
Probably.
All right.
But he didn't tell anyone.
I don't think, I mean, most of the industry.
But he didn't make it part of the wrestling stuff.
No, he didn't give Pat Patterson like a gay character, no. He should have, but
Did you let Pat Patterson fumble with you?
now no.
Why?
But if you were a ring boy at 14 or 15,
What if they said, look, you could,
if he says, "Hey, let's just practice, make sure
If I was like
rings."
14 or 15,
Yeah.
and it was like for WWF or whatever,
Yeah,
you could
I mean, at that age, like that was like a dream job.
you could do play-by-play for Raw.
Now, I'm not going to get
Pat
fondled
goes Raw.
for that job.
Pat goes Raw, you can do work for Raw.
well, let's say he says, "Hey, let's try out the ring. We'll do a little wrestling." to
And I'm
make sure.
14 or 15.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would do that with Pat Patterson. If he's just like, let's try out some wrestling, I'm like, oh, cool. I can get in the ring.
yeah.
It'd be exciting, right?
But then there's some suspicions.
And then all
As
the
far-
guys
as
in the
far as
locker room
his-
are like, oh, he's doing it again.
As
yeah,
far as his
exactly. We're all
moves
looking
go.
out like, just leave him alone. Give him 5 minutes. Give him 5 minutes till that kid comes out of the ring crying.
Give him
Like,
his-
what the hell just happened?
Give him his time. let Let him be. I got to take this phone call. It's Justin in Toronto. Justin, go ahead, buddy. Where the phone? Hey, there you are. All right, Justin. Still trying to figure out all these new buttons. What do you got?
So I was at the gym with my buddy. First time we ever been, and we went to the sauna. He had to go to the bathroom first. I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of fluff it up a bit, kind of impress him. I don't know why.
But you're not gay, right?
No.
Wait, and you're in the steam room naked?
Yeah.
With your buddy?
Yeah, it's the guy's locker room.
Yeah, but wouldn't you just go in with towels?
Some guys are fine with that. I mean, I wouldn't. I would actually wear a towel, but a lot of guys don't give a fuck about that. They're not even.
Well, I just you sit on the towel, but I don't know.
Okay, so he goes to the bathroom, and you're like, well, me and my buddy are going to be naked in this steam room after a good sweaty workout, so I'm going to just fluff it up a little bit. Not because it's gay, but I just want to make sure this guy knows I don't have a tiny piece.
Oh, yeah, that'd be.
All right.
Who cares what guys think of your dick? Like, that would be weird. That I would never do.
All right.
I'm a pervert, and I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't fluff my dick so Jim saw it. Who cares?
I do it for him.
I'm not going to do it again, so I over-fluffed it, and he came in, and I was rock hard.
What the fuck, dude?
You got yourself all excited?
Yeah, so it was,
Wait, but who overfluffs to the point where you're rock hard?
Yeah.
I don't know, I was young.
You just shake it a little bit. You just give it a little shake.
It feels so good, though.
You take your two little fingers and you hold the right under the head and you shake it a little bit. Get a little fluff going.
So
you
what
don't get rock hard.
What did he say? What did he say when he saw Rock Hard?
He was just, what the fuck, man? I kind of explained it to him, but it was fucking awkward.
How do you even explain that? Like, you're sitting there rock hard, and then you go, no, I just wanted you to see it, like, nice.
Right.
Yeah, you can't explain it. Like, you can't.
Yeah, you can. When a guy walks in, you're like, sorry, man, just thinking of pussy. Sorry, man.
Just thinking of that girl that was doing those squats upstairs in the gym.
Thinking of some pussy.
Are you guys still friends?
Better. They're better friends than they were.
No, we don't talk anymore. So
I couldn't do that in a fucking. The smell of a locker room is disgusting. Like a steam room. The steam room stinks. It smells terrible in there.
It smells like ass.
Or it smells like menthol or eucalyptus,
Right.
which is like that. There's not a sexy smell.
No.
How the fuck do you get a rod in there?
I don't know.
All right, Justin. Great talking to you.
But
That's pretty funny.
Opie, do you walk around in front of your wife when
Naked?
you're not packing? You know, when you're the size that Jim saw you at.
I make sure I have good presentation.
So
I'll pick my spots.
So, like, if you're changing in front of her, you might turn around because you don't want to see her you don't want your wife to see you that small.
I mean, I'm not overthinking it. But
Did she ever accidentally call you by your son's name when you walked by?
I don't overthink it, but if I know I have good presentation, I want to give it a little show. Sure.
But you have no problem.
But I'm not going to quickly go.
Like, do you sleep naked and?
No, I never liked sleeping naked. Who sleeps naked? Jimmy does.
100%.
No, I need no. But I got pajamas and sweatpants. And
I only do that when I got a girl over and we haven't had sex.
Exactly. Then I'll wear a t-shirt and shorts. But
No, that's when I sleep naked. I just go,
Oh.
look. I just tell them before I go, look, I sleep naked. I don't know if there's
I don't know if there's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I just can't sleep with clothes on.
But can you sleep with clothes on?
Every night. 363 days out of the year, I sleep with clothes on.
What do you wear to bed?
Just like shorts and maybe a t-shirt.
Wow, I can't do that unless I have to do it. I hate it.
Or pajama pants in the wintertime, yeah.
You're just
Like
completely
laundry,
naked
yeah.
in your bed.
Oh, yeah. It's
No, I can't do that either.
Totally nude in my room and my domain.
No, even after sex or whatever, I will eventually just throw some clothes back on. Yeah, I just feel more comfortable sleeping that way. That's all.
But you don't walk around the house naked, just randomly?
No, man, I got two small kids.
But I mean, when you're alone, and when you're in your bed, I like turning in fucking pajama bottoms, get all caught up on your.
Not if you got nice,
balls.
soft.
Well, in the wintertime, yeah.
Big
definitely
pajama
wear them,
pants.
Oh well, I like it nice and naked. Alone.
Can't handle
I want to
studio.
sleep over.
This guy says can't handle studio bitching.
What are we
We're not really. There's just a couple little issues, and we're trying to, we're learning this this new system. That's all. I'm sorry,
get a hold of
Kevin.
yourself.
I'm sorry, Kevin in Atlanta. It's not like the old days where it's just over and over again bitching. I promise you that. Okay. Lady Di.
Ugh.
I know, but we got some stuff. We got stuff. We got videos and stuff.
Videos are what?
Lady Di, what's going on?
You already have the videos up, don't you?
What's up, Lady Di?
Oh, no, nothing much. I mean, Adrian gave my landlord $800.
I know. We suggested that yesterday. Adrian was holding out on you. I guess he had some kind of Kickstarter fund to pay how many months' rent?
Well, actually, back then it was two and a half months.
All right.
All right.
So
right, but the landlord is taking care of the 1 month. All right, that's that.
how much is your rent a month?
$755.
$755. And our audience stepped forward a tiny bit, I must say, a tiny bit, and they donated so we could pay your landlord a month's rent.
I feel like the audience donated more than $800.
Do you?
They did. It was $1,086.
All right, where's the rent? But all of it goes to the landlord because we didn't trust you with the money because we thought you'd go and buy crack.
No, that's fine.
Where's the other 200?
No. I don't buy crack. I don't do.
When was the last time you smoked crack?
Oh Jesus, I don't remember. It was a while ago.
It was a lot.
It was a while ago. It was a long time ago. Yes.
How many years ago?
I'm not sure of the date. How many years ago? What do you want me to say? 2 years ago? 3 years ago now? All right, 3 years ago.
Check a calendar and get back to us.
It changes every time we ask that question.
Hi, Jim. How you doing, Florentine?
Good.
Sounds just like him.
We're going to focus here, Lady Di, and then we're going to move on with the radio show, okay?
Okay, yeah.
So you were in a bad spot. So Adrian took it upon himself to start some kind of Kickstarter, whatever one you used, I don't know. And the audience and some of the people around here, by the way, gave you money as well.
Yeah.
That wasn't
they
part of the
did.
Kickstarter program. It went right in your fucking pocket, which is the dumbest thing ever.
Who around here
Wait,
donated?
hold it.
I
second.
donated hand to hand.
Cash. Yeah.
Yes, you
And I
did.
should have went on the
Adrian-
computer and did it that way, so I know that the money was going
all right,
toward a
all
very
right.
good cause.
Adrian wanted me to come over there today.
Well, fascinating. So you were going to get kicked out. Adrian decided to start the Kickstarter. How much did we raise?
We raised $1,000 total, and then after the fees and everything from Kickstarter, and
$1,086 total.
Whatever.
we ended up giving our landlord $800.
800.
Yeah.
So they take that much money if you
No,
start.
they took about $150, and then I took $100 service fee.
You took $100 service fee for what?
For the gas and everything
Say
that we
that
paid to take her out and all that stuff.
Well,
So you took $100 for yourself?
Yeah, to pay for the gas and the hotel and food and beer. I never got reimbursed for.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
so
Yeah, but that might be something that we could argue that the company should pay.
We would have, yeah. We
Yeah, like
definitely
that's a
expense that.
Don Wicklund
You
problem.
were just getting reimbursed
Hey,
for actual expenses.
Yeah.
can I say one thing? When Adrian came over to my apartment, he looked really good.
I did, didn't I?
Di, he stole $100 from you.
That's not
whatever he wants from me.
that's not proper protocol.
Yeah, you're not supposed to just be like, wow, a little something for myself based on my services.
Hey Don, I gave the guys mediocre radio, and here's my expenses.
But here's some receipts.
Here's my receipts. I would like to be reimbursed. You don't just assume. You don't just take a little off the
You
top.
just skim off the top and everybody's even.
I did do that, but then I never got
Did he give the money right to the landlord? I'm
Yeah.
just going to talk right over. Okay.
directly.
Wait, hold
Yeah,
on, hold
all
on
right.
a second.
He was an
Hold on,
awesome
hold on.
guy.
He's a nice guy?
Really nice guy.
Hold it.
When is he going to kick her out officially?
He got a receipt
Di.
from the landlord. What?
He-
He got a receipt from the landlord.
Di, what was Adrian wearing yesterday?
Oh God, he was wearing these nice shorts and a nice shirt, and he really looked good. And he just, man.
Did you masturbate after he left?
No, I didn't do anything like that, Opie.
All right, let's cut to the chase. So then what happened? You went there with the money to pay the landlord.
I went to the landlord's house.
And was he appreciative?
Yeah, very.
Okay.
He paid the landlord. He didn't pay me, he paid the landlord.
He just said that, you fucking... Why do you... Shut up. The fucking worst.
He did not give me the money to give to the landlord. He went to the landlord. and
I
paid the landlord.
know that.
Di, what do you think of Adrian's body?
He's beautiful.
All right, listen.
Thank you, Diana.
I really think he has a nice
So,
body.
what are the plans of the landlord? I mean, he got 1 month's rent, but
He got 1 month's rent, and then from what Diana explained to me, welfare is going to cover the rest of it.
the rest of it.
Well, it's
And-
going to cover from March until August.
And he's going to move her into a smaller apartment. I think Dr. Steve actually set the whole thing up.
So, this landlord is stuck with her, basically,
Well, he's
because he's a good guy.
He's a really good guy. Said he doesn't want to kick anybody out. He knows she's crazy. Apparently, she calls him
I'm not crazy.
at least
You're just
once
fucking.
a
No,
day.
you're not. She's not crazy. You're fucking lazy, and you're a lump.
Exactly.
And you do nothing for yourself.
Oh, stop it, Jimmy.
What do you mean, stop it? We've been dealing with this for 15 years.
Yeah.
You've never proven us wrong.
Wait. Hold on a second. 15 years ago, I had a job.
She got you there.
So I didn't have to prove anything to anybody.
How long have you been just a lump of shit?
Good question.
Well, that's not a nice way to say it.
But how long, really? Like 10 years you've been a lump of shit?
How long have I not
I
been
apologize that I thought you were a lump of shit for 15 years. How many years have you been a lump of shit?
You never said that to me. Come on.
How many years have you not had a job? Let's put it that way.
Oh, boy. Let me see. I would say around maybe, right now it has to be like maybe about 8 years. 8 years. No, 7 years. You know why?
Yes, we do know why.
Yeah.
I was doing the crossing guard job. All
Yeah,
right?
I remember. So that's 7 years ago already?
Yeah.
And the reason why
long
is
time
because
ago.
you're an alcoholic, right? Are you going to admit that? And that your drinking has gotten in the way of everything?
I already admitted it a long time ago about that.
All right, Adrian. So then what? You took a tour of her apartment while you were there?
How was she looking? She likes the way you look.
Oh, great. She was nice. She was in a blouse and underwear. Really nice. They looked like they were fresh undies, too. Nice.
Well, of course they were fresh undies.
What videos do you have?
We've got you did sort of a quick tour of her place?
Yes.
Okay. Here's Lady Di reveals she has a psychiatrist. What?
You know that this is the last time anyone's going to raise money for you, right?
Yeah.
How do you plan to handle your rent in the future?
Well, she gave me these papers, which I have to look at. I got to look 4 pages. First day of month. See, she gave me like a thing where I have to look for other apartments, and I have to mail it away. Like this one over here, I got to mail away. One of them I have to mail away on the 31st, so I have to get going on that one.
Yeah,
I have to like look for other apartments. Not saying I want to move out, but it's just one of those things that they make you do. And then I have to my psychiatrist. I have to get a letter from my psychiatrist that I'm in treatment.
What do you have a psychiatrist for?
Because I was depressed and everything like that, and
Why were you depressed?
Why am I depressed?
Yeah.
Oh, my ex-boyfriend leaves me. I don't get too many visitors here. Let's see, what else? I don't have that many friends that come over anymore. I have friends that come over, but not as often as I used to.
Why does it smell like shit in here?
It
smells terrible.
No. Let me correct that.
You're interrupting the video. Just let us watch.
All right, go ahead.
Now she's spraying the apartment.
Yes, mace.
Does it really smell like shit?
Terrible.
That's why no one's coming over your house. Who would want to hang out in that environment?
Di, did we get to the bottom of why your apartment reeks of shit?
It smells like shit. There's probably bed bugs or some kind of bugs in there.
Absolutely.
I see that you keep the apartment dark. What time of day was this?
That was at like 2 in the afternoon.
2 in the afternoon. It was a beautiful, almost summer day.
She did have the door wide open, though.
What do you mean?
Door.
The front door's just wide open?
I just walked in.
She's waiting for visitors
And
that
she was
much
just
that she
laying
just leaves the door open?
In her underwear, just one leg up.
Leave my door open.
Who leaves the door open with no pants on?
Yeah, why are you leaving the front door open?
Because so this way to let some air in here.
You didn't have pants on.
So?
I understand. The smell in there was unbearable.
What did it smell like?
Like the turnpike when you get near the Meadowlands. Amplified.
No.
Are we putting these videos up on our Facebook page?
Yeah.
I really don't think
you don't have toilet paper. I'm looking at the video.
I know that. I just ran out. I ran out of it.
So what do you use?
I use paper towels.
Oh my God.
Big deal. I don't know. I don't get it. What's the big deal?
It fucking rips up your ass.
How many shits you take a day, Lady Di?
A lot.
Lady
What?
Di, how many shits you take a day, would you say?
Just one, Jim.
That's
a big one?
Yeah.
Jim, at one point, Di was shitting so much that she made a mess of the bathrooms up here at Sirius XM, and she's been banned from using our bathrooms. When she comes in, she has to go downstairs.
Really?
And literally, she's clogged up the bathrooms at the Starbucks, at the Metro Cafe. Like, she's clogged up the bathrooms at every establishment.
How does she clog the toilets?
She shits a ton.
I did not clog up the bathroom at Starbucks.
But who banned
Yes,
her?
you did.
Who actually says you're banned?
The company.
Yeah,
Because she was naked in front of Ugly Betty.
I had to make a deal with management here at Sirius XM that she could come back up if she never was in the bathrooms. Because she was vomiting and shitting.
In the sink.
In the sink with
Not
the
the
doors
shitting
open.
part, but the vomiting was in the sink. And then she was shitting completely naked in a stall with the. For some reason, like she likes all doors open, and Ugly Betty was in there.
America Ferrara, television's Ugly Betty.
So it became a bit of a problem.
Ugly Betty left the bathroom. America Ferrara. She left the bathroom and she asked her handler, "Do they know there's a homeless woman naked in the bathroom?"
Really? Vomiting in the sink?
Yes. I was right outside the bathroom when it happened. That's true.
What do we see in these videos, Adrian? Because maybe we don't need to go through all of them.
Opie,
Yes, Lady Di.
can I ask you a question?
Yes.
When Tippy Tom was in your studio a long time ago,
Right?
did he have to use your bathroom and was he banned?
Nope. Nope. And he had petrified poop in his underwear.
He used to fall asleep on the toilet bowl.
Really?
Yeah,
I did that one
you
time.
were more disgusting. You were more disgusting than Tippy Tom, who had for real. I mean, you got to be an older listener.
Oh, wow.
We cut his underpants off his body once, and there was petrified poop in there. That we. Then I think it was Danny.
Wore the mustache?
No, that was Pat Duffy.
Yes.
But I remember somebody taking the poo and slamming it on the table to show everyone how hard it was. It was as hard as a rock. The poop that was in his underwear.
Okay, all right.
Di,
It was
how
there
long-
for years.
Di.
Years.
Hey,
Really.
Di.
Yes. It was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life.
It was a long time ago.
I didn't realize your
I
poop
know.
could be, be petrified.
Di,
And it
how
could
long
actually
did
turn
you,
into rocks.
when you slept on the toilet, how long did you sleep for?
This was at the Meadowlands. Okay.
Okay.
No, seriously.
Another bathroom you're banned from.
What? Another? No, I'm not banned from that.
How long did you fall asleep for when you were sleeping on the Meadowlands toilet?
Yeah, I did.
How long?
How long and
How
why
long
were you
sleeping?
at the Meadowlands?
I was betting on the horses and stuff like that. I went there to see Scott Farrell. That was years ago.
How long did you sleep for?
Yeah, Scott
How
Farrell.
long did you
Remember
sleep
him?
for,
Take it up.
Di?
I don't know until the guards came and got me. My son was out there playing with the other kids.
What a fucking
And,
embarrassment. Why are we even talking to this fucking lump? That's an embarrassment.
What happened? I can't control that. I had a lot of drinks because Scott Farrell was hanging out with some other girl, and I got jealous, so I drank more.
You thought you had a chance with Scott Farrell, the Shake It Up guy?
Yeah.
How old was your son?
Back then, oh my God, he had to be like maybe about
All right.
I don't know, 12 or 13 years old. Or
Oh, what a mother!
What a humiliation.
no, I mean, come on.
His mother falls asleep on the toilet in a venue.
Because
It's just awful.
I did.
Because she had to drink more because Scott Farrell was talking to another girl.
Yeah, he
Even
was.
though you know,
I got jealous.
people went from feeling sorry for you to just fucking mad.
Yeah.
What's in these videos? Because we don't have time to go through all of them.
Yeah, you
but
should
they'll
just-
be up on our Facebook page.
You should just go to Apartment Tour Part 1, and you get to see pretty much the layout of her whole place
Facebook or
and what she's living in.
We got all 4 videos up on our Twitter page and our Facebook page. But give us the general.
It's
there's no toilet paper.
No, there's no toilet paper. She doesn't sleep on a bed. She sleeps on a big.
Does she have a mattress?
No,
I have a
it's a
futon.
big leather. Yeah, it's a futon. It looks like one of those. It looks like a giant ottoman. Is what it looks like.
Okay.
With no sheets, just a blanket.
Okay.
So she gets sweaty and sticks to the leather.
Yeah.
And there's an ashtray and empty beer cans all over the place.
And it just smells.
Yeah.
And that's about it?
Horrible. And I've been in disgusting apartments. I wanted to stay there longer to do, get some more audio from her, but I couldn't. It was unbearable.
Because of the smell?
Where do you think
Horrible.
the smell was coming from?
Her vagina.
Her vagina?
Yes.
What about her ass?
Hey, Adrian,
Absolutely,
Adrian,
yeah, that as well.
You really think the smell was coming from her vagina?
Yes, because
No.
when I walked in, it wasn't too
Oh,
bad.
come
There was like a
on.
general stink, and then she took the blanket off and was sitting with one leg perched up while she was talking.
When was
to
the
me.
last time you washed your stuff, Lady Di?
Just waft out her vagina?
She's not
That
showered
day.
recently.
Huh?
She's not showered
That
recently
day.
How do you know she hasn't showered recently?
because the way she looked, just disgusting.
What are you talking
Was her
about?
tub wet?
No,
No, not at all.
I don't
no.
have a tub.
I didn't
have
see
a shower.
towels anywhere.
There were no towels?
I don't think. Actually, there was one hanging, but it was dry, bone dry.
Bone dry, huh?
You should have
Committed
smelled.
suicide.
Good enough.
You should have smelled that towel.
Nah,
Just
the whole
smells like
place is
soap, that's
terrible.
all it is.
Did you see a roll of paper towels on top of the toilet tank?
No,
No,
but she said that she'd just run out of paper towels as well.
So she ran out of paper towels as well. So where do you go next?
I did not.
That's what you told me.
Have you ever wiped your ass with your hand?
No, I never did. I never did that.
What was the worst thing you used to wipe your ass?
Probably the paper towels.
All right, we're done.
Serious.
I don't know what to tell you, Lady Di. This is getting
I mean,
exhausting
I'm
for
gonna go out there
everybody.
Later on. I'm going to go out there and get toilet tissue. I don't know what the big deal is about that.
All right, take care. Be well.
Hey, has she thanked you guys for the money?
No,
No,
Okay.
no,
I did. Yes, I did.
I don't think.
No, you didn't.
I had to prompt you to say thank you yesterday.
Thank you, Adrian.
First thing you said to me was, "Why didn't you bring a fan?" Because it was hot in your apartment.
Yeah, you really are just a fucking
Selfish
I
pig.
like you, Di, but you're just a self-centered, absolute, just an asshole, and you've turned into a fucking, as just a selfish, lazy person. Yeah, you are. You fell asleep on a toilet while your son was in a venue. You're an embarrassment.
That was a very long time ago.
I know that, but you've gotten worse. You've done nothing. You didn't even try to help yourself.
Well, the
It's just
deal,
fucking awful.
the deal was she has to. Dr. Steve set up where if we raised that money and paid her rent, a month of her rent, the landlord would move her into a smaller apartment she can afford.
What's he
And
going to do with this one?
She
Fucking fumigate it and get the bugs out of it and clean it because she doesn't know how to keep her apartment clean?
He's got to redo this entire apartment
What a
before he gets someone else in there.
She has to complete rehab as part of it. Was a deal that Dr. Steve made with her landlord.
Okay.
Dr. Steve's trying to get people together for intervention. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, I would.
This is how much I'm done with it now.
You're done with it.
She's such an ungrateful person. Just selfish, and all she does is take and consume. Like, you have a son who doesn't have a mother because you insist on drinking and smoking yourself to death every day. He doesn't have a mom who he can ever go to at any point.
But isn't the kid
And you
like
don't care.
30 now?
Yeah, but at no point in his life has he ever had a mom. He's my age.
How old is he?
He's 23.
23.
And he doesn't have a mom because you're a drunk and you shit your pants all the time.
Trying to get a piece
And
of
all
your
you do
dick,
is
too.
ask for more and more. How many times did you call me to ask me where the money was that we raised for you? We went out of our way to get.
My son is 24 years old.
Oh, I'm
See,
sorry.
that's all she
Yeah,
took from
exactly.
that.
See, you just,
That's all she took from that whole thing, that whole
correction.
rant.
That's why you just.
Yeah, my son is 24.
All right.
and she doesn't care about anyone else as long as she gets what she wants.
Right, I know I tried, and I know a lot of people around here tried, so.
All right, we gave it the old college try. Best of
The
luck.
Oh, God, do I love you guys. You know?
Do you want to see what her apartment looks like, Jim?
I don't care. I mean, I'll look at it, but I'm not even interested. Like, I'll look at it, but we don't need her on the phone to do it. Like, let's just look at it and then make fun of her while she's not there.
All right, Lady Di, we're gonna let you go. So you got the money from all the the people from our show.
Yeah.
And a little extra C note for our boy Adrian.
Yeah.
And then Adrian took a little off the top, and I don't think we're going to start another Kickstarter anytime soon. So it's on you now to try to figure some shit out.
Yeah, I know that.
We gave you a little leeway, a little
I-
breathing room, but now it's up to you.
I know it is.
And I
I'm
don't believe
doing what I
anything will change. To be honest with you, you'll just
Oh,
continue
let's see
down
what
this
happens.
path. All right.
Okay.
Is that it, Adrian?
Yeah, I'm good.
You've had it with her.
I'm done with her. Yeah.
All right.
I
Disgusting,
love you
selfish
guys.
animal.
I am not a selfish animal. I
Yes,
love
you are. You're a
Thank you.
menopausal shit machine.
Does she really shit that much?
All the time.
How do you know this?
Because I had to stay in a hotel room with her.
And she was just constantly in the bathroom?
Shitting, and then when I was an intern and she came up here, I had to walk her to Starbucks.
And this is why
Yeah.
you know you're a narcissist, because you won't stop babbling and interrupting people. You have no ability to have a conversation. You just, other people are talking and you forget that they're real people and you're just like, blah, blah, blah. And you fucking blather in like some kind of a fucking stray animal that just wandered into the apartment. Shut up. Can't take her.
Adrian was always in charge of taking her on walkies.
And having to listen to her shit again and again and again.
All right.
Oh, Adrian, I love you.
The guy you love just said you're a disgusting animal in a shit machine.
A menopausal shit machine.
I don't care about that. Words are nothing. I really love the guy.
All right. I think he's given up on you now. Just add him to the list of all the people that have given up on you. Because you refuse to change and try to help yourself.
Okay.
All right, Lady Di.
Even Marion can't stand her. Even her fucking friends can't stand her. She can't stand you. She literally can't stand you. You are her friend and you guys drank together and then you just won't even try. You just sit there and you smell. You fucking do something.
All right.
All right. What are you going to do? What are you going to do today to help yourself?
Well, I'm going to do something today.
What's that?
I have to. First of all, I got to fill out these welfare papers.
Okay.
Okay, and well, that was the whole plan for today. So Adrian turned around and asked me if
the whole plan. That's an hour. That's a lousy hour to fill out some forms.
Her leg's bothering her.
And then what? You're going to get toilet paper too? Hopefully.
All right, you got 3 left.
Of course. I have to get it today. Are you kidding me?
All right. Thank you, Lady Di.
I love you. All right?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye, honey.
Goodbye. So the videos, you got 4 of them?
Yeah, but we should only look at the 2 apartment tour videos.
Are they worth seeing real fast?
I would say, yeah, apartment tour part 1 is.
All right, quickly.
Right.
This is... What happened?
Right.
This is Lady Di's beautiful apartment.
Front door wide open.
Oh. Hey, Diana.
And she's sitting right there.
This is your place, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Very nice.
It's been my place for about maybe 5 years, 6 years now.
This is your bedroom?
Huh?
This is your bedroom?
Yeah, this is my bedroom.
Nice.
That's the living room?
It's a hallway.
Absolutely not.
She sleeps in the hallway?
What's this empty room for?
That's a bedroom.
What's this empty room for?
It's a bedroom, but I got my TV out here, so it's like, you know, why should I?
Just like to stay there, right?
She's she's covering up her boobies with a sheet.
Well, he died in the hospital.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
He didn't die in the room.
What are these pictures of?
Well, that's my son on the top, and that's me when I was around his age.
That's young Diana?
Oh, Shirley Temple.
That's before you started drinking?
Way before.
It looks like a picture from like the 1940s or something.
It is.
Yeah.
God,
Hold on.
I must
Look at
look
me.
a wreck right now.
You look pretty much the same.
She looks like Shirley Temple, little fat Shirley Temple.
She was a cute little kid.
So wait, why wouldn't she move her bed and TV into a bedroom?
Well, that's where Bill used to live.
What you don't see, and you can see for yourself if you go to our Facebook page, Adrian comes in the front door. She's right there. That's where her bed is.
Yeah.
Which it would be
It's not
like
a bed.
kind of a vestibule / hallway type situation.
Yeah.
And it's not a bed. You're right. It's a leather futon with no sheets on top of it.
Nothing.
So you know, especially with the heat we're having, that she's just sticking to that all night long.
And she was complaining about the heat. Like she was upset that I didn't bring her a fan.
But I actually have one question. Did she know you were outside and about to walk in with the camera?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because the door is wide open, and she didn't seem that shocked that she's sitting there half naked.
But she said in the phone call she keeps the front door wide open all the time
anyway,
just to get some air.
The neighbors come by and say hi. They all think she's a sweet lady, but that she's just crazy.
She is a sweet lady. She's just a lump. That's what's
Yeah.
annoying about her. She's not a bad lady. She's just fucking. It's like I'm tired of her not even trying. Everybody giving her shit and like here's money and then we can sit here. So we
that's
fucking
what-
do something.
That's what the landlord said. He doesn't want to kick her out or anything like that, but he just doesn't want to deal with her. She calls him twice a day, every day.
About what?
Every day. Just anything.
Just to shoot the shit.
She's
Yeah.
lonely.
Yeah, recently it's been because she's complaining that we didn't get her the money, that we had to wait for GoFundMe to transfer into my account.
All right, and let's do this other video quickly, and then we'll finally move on. Go ahead.
Right. I didn't know you had a walker.
Huh?
I didn't know you had a walker.
Don't take pictures of the bathroom.
Oh, and this is the bathroom?
This is where all the
This is where you
shitting
take
happens.
shits, right?
It's a small little room.
Tiny with
And
no
the
toilet
lid,
paper.
is up, too, and she only lives there.
And the kitchen, which is actually pretty nice.
Kitchen is nice.
Yeah, because she's never used it.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
It's-
Danny, very nice.
I didn't see one bowl or
Why do you
plate.
sleep on a leather thing instead of a bed?
Huh?
Why do you sleep on a leather thing instead of a bed?
Because I like it.
You know how loud her farts must sound ripping on that fucking leather thing?
What else do I like?
What else do you like?
I like drinking my beer. I like relaxing. I like smoking my cigarettes. And I just woke up like a little while ago, like, ugh.
Is that 2 in the afternoon?
What are your plans today?
Trying to nurse my leg and looking at these papers, see what I have to do.
Just nothing.
Yeah,
I'm going to nurse my leg and look at these papers.
I wish I had a day like that.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah, look
God.
at the papers.
How
Look
great
at the
would that
papers.
be?
There is not a single book in that place.
No.
Nothing.
Imagine all you had to worry about is maybe filling out a couple papers and going to get toilet paper. That would be a wonderful day. Stress-free.
Why is the lid up in the toilet?
I
She's the
don't
only one that lives there.
I don't.
Seriously.
No, she has guys come over sometime.
Wow.
Sometimes, yeah. We were on the. I was
but
on
there
the,
were no guys
There was
there.
no guys
No.
there. She just woke up, so why is that lid up?
I think that she might have had a guy over before I came, because when I first called her,
Probably like everything is falling out of her, so at this point she has to pee standing up.
Probably.
She straddles a bowl and just drops it in.
Look, no toilet paper. Not even an old toilet paper roll. She hasn't had toilet paper in that bathroom in a long time. God, and we tried over the years to help her. Now I believe she's at a point of no return. But there were so many years there that she truly could have helped herself
So you
and
saw-
chose not to.
You said you think a guy was there the night before?
absolutely. No, I think a guy was there earlier that day.
Did you see somebody running out in tears?
Holding his nose.
And how does she get guys? She continues to get guys.
We were on the phone with her the other day, and with some guy that she was just friends with.
Really?
Yeah.
So what do you think? The guy comes over and just gets a blowjob, or does he bang her?
I don't know. I feel like she might be turning some tricks.
What's the neighborhood like? Like, are there?
It's not terrible, but it's not nice. You know.
I don't like being mean to her. I really don't. But
No.
it's like so irritating.
I like that you get irritated though. It makes it kind of fun. Fun for everybody. Right?
Stand
I
that.
just,
Do nothing.
I was just
shit.
watching his face the whole time.
It's like we're like just poking Jimmy and waiting for him to fucking say, "All right, enough."
Yeah, she doesn't do anything.
She didn't even say thank you until I prompted her after I'd been there for
That's
10,
what
15 minutes.
really
Yeah.
annoys. She's not even grateful for the fact that people are trying to help her.
and annoyed that the money's not coming quick enough.
She threatened me with a lawyer 2 days ago.
About what?
For not getting her the money that we had raised through the Kickstarter or GoFundMe, whatever it was.
So she wanted to call a lawyer because you didn't get it there fast enough.
Yeah, she doesn't have money
free
for
money.
rent, but she thinks she could pay a lawyer's fees.
I love that you took a little off the top. That makes me really.
It's expenses.
Yeah, after this, we do need to see some receipts for the money you took. For
That's
the
fine.
gasoline, for the beer.
That's fair. I have them.
Well, that's your update on Lady Di. We haven't had her on in a while. She's on hold every single day for hours. For hours, every day.
Then she calls the office after the show.
She calls me every day.
Oh my god, you guys! I don't know how you deal with her.
I know.
All right. What do we got going on today? Oh, we got Darrell Hammond coming in today. He's the new Colonel Sanders. And I
It's like
think
a
he's-
real gig. He's doing that.
I don't
Yeah.
Wow.
Is it real?
Yeah.
It looks kind of like an SNL skit on YouTube.
I mean, it's a KFC thing. It's crazy that he could write as much shit as he wrote in his book and still be a corporate spokesperson. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
but I guess he did Clinton with Clinton. You know, when you've done presidential gigs,
Yeah.
I guess there's a lot you can get away with.
I mean, I read his book. What was in his book that would scare corporate America, you think?
Drugs,
Yeah.
crack houses.
Right.
Crack houses scare corporate America. There's not many spokespeople. Like once you say, I think Artie Lang got hurt by doing that.
Yeah.
He had like a 7-Up thing or something, but he had certain things he had talked about and then kind of backed off.
Maybe because it was so many years ago.
Maybe, yeah. Or he's sober now.
And maybe it's balanced out by the fact that I think he told us he's met at least 3 presidents.
Both Bushes.
Clinton.
Probably Obama, probably 4.
He's been around, in front of 4 presidents. So maybe that balanced that shit out. So, can I hear this? Does he do a good Colonel Sanders? Is he making it his own?
Howdy, folks. It's me, Colonel Sanders. I've been gone for a while, and boy, howdy, have things changed. Nowadays, you got your International Space Station, your double-sided tape, your cargo pants. You seen these pants? That's too many pockets. But what you don't always seem to have these days is my Kentucky Fried Chicken. Well, I'm here to change that, folks. I'm here to make sure my chicken's still as tasty and delicious as it ever was. I'm Colonel Sanders. And I'm back, America. I'm back, America. It's still finger licking good.
That's like almost like a George Bush impression.
It is a Bush. Yeah.
They got
smart though.
4.8 million hits.
This is going to be a real campaign.
Yeah.
This isn't just a quick goof.
No, this is a real. I love how much he got for this.
It's on KFC's YouTube page. What the fuck does KFC do with their YouTube page?
They're going back to Kentucky Fried. They're actually calling it Kentucky Fried Chicken now. I guess they get tired of pretending that it wasn't that.
I love KFC.
It is good.
It is wonderful.
It's not Popeyes, but it's delicious.
Popeyes is better.
It is.
Darrell Hammond will be here, and he's playing Caroline's this weekend. We also have Dada 5000 from Dawg Fight.
Yes.
Now, you were in the other day, Florentine. I forgot, and you told me you saw Dawg Fight, right?
Yeah, I loved it.
You loved it.
Really
Because
good,
we didn't
right?
get to talk about it on the air. What did you like about it?
Well, at first I was just supposed to watch like an hour of it because I had a bunch of shit to do, and I just so glued to it. I just like I gotta get through it. I don't even want to stop it.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
I don't know why they didn't find a distributor. We had Billy Corbin on explaining all that, but I'm amazed. Like, this thing is really good and real raw. Pulls at the old heartstrings.
So he just released it himself.
In the end, they put it on their website for $5, and then Netflix finally came on board and gave basically a lump sum. But, I mean, this thing should be in, movie theaters. It's a great documentary.
I know.
We got Dada 5000 calling in today, and it was a whole thing. He's got to find a landline. We're calling him?
Yeah, we're calling him.
We officially got a phone number for him?
Yeah, I got a number for him. It's at like a community center.
Right.
Yeah.
But you like the fights?
It was unbelievable. I mean, just that stuff that goes on, and the cops are kind of like there, but they're just going to let it slide.
The cops understand because
they know it's like
look,
that's
this is
illegal,
completely illegal. But we know what would be happening if they're not all in one backyard checking out the
we got the
action.
whole town here, so we know there's not going to be violence anywhere else.
Yeah, that was the
people climbing in trees to watch it and stuff like that and the women were phenomenal.
Hilarious.
Oh my god,
the 4 black women just commenting about the fights and the fighters.
It's crazy to see little kids in the front row watching these guys just beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
He'll have an answer for that.
Well, they're going to see violence in the neighborhood, so they might as well see it in an organized way.
That's pretty much the answer.
Yeah.
These kids grow up, they see different stuff than you do in your neighborhoods. They see shootings, police, people fighting, going to jail. At least now they're fighting for a reason, for a prize.
This is nothing to them. They've
And
seen it all.
what a great ending!
5.
What a great ending to the documentary. I mean, it was just perfect. Perfect timing that he has the match, and nobody wants to fight him, and he's just doing this, and all of a sudden, it was great.
I thought so too.
And now he's got a pay-per-view, I think, coming up this weekend.
Oh, he is still fighting.
So how much has he fought?
No. He's doing a promotion.
Oh, okay.
How much has he
Next
fought
week.
since that one match?
Not a lot.
He had 2
Not a lot.
MMA fights.
Not a
So
lot.
I looked it up online.
2?
And I'm guessing it had something to do with the fact that he wouldn't stop promoting, or maybe the company that was using him went belly up. Like, when Kimbo Slice fought for Elite, I'll go what they call Elite something. They're called Elite XC. When he lost, the company kind of went under. They were all based on him, so maybe his company, the company he's working on.
So three real matches he had.
2 that I know
2.
of. I could be wrong.
Did he lose the other one?
No,
won
he was 2-0.
2-0.
No, it was 2, and it was with
I don't-
2 different companies.
I don't think.
Oh, it was okay.
I don't think his heart is into actually fighting. I think he's a a natural promoter, and that's what he wants to do. Is he doing the battleship thing or whatever it's called in international waters?
It is. It's in international waters, and it's a triangular ring.
He went with a triangle ring. That's got to be a little strange.
Why?
I don't know, because he's a promoter. He's just
Okay.
trying to, it creates talk, just like you're about to say. Why a triangle?
I also think in that world, he's a very tough guy, but in that world, they're all good fighters. Like, they're all guys that they fight people who fucking punch you in the face for a living. So, like, even if you're tough in that world, you don't normally stand out.
You don't want to deal with it, and it's probably, it's better that he's a promoter, maybe.
We look at a guy like, again, to fucking Anthony Johnson, who literally he punches like a crowbar, and a guy who can wrestle beat him. It's like, those guys aren't as special in that world.
Yeah. So he'll
says the guy who just fucking does elliptical machine that gets tuckered out. I really should be fucking the mouth when I shut up. Nothing worse than a fat-titted nothing talking about fucking fighting like I just came out of the ring after a couple of rounds. I'll just be quiet.
We'll ask him why. Eric talked to him yesterday.
Yeah, he was great.
You did a little pre-interview for us.
I did. I talked to him, and the coolest part was I have no idea where he was. He was on a really bad phone, and there were car alarms everywhere. But about every 3 words. We were having a conversation, and he'd be like, "Yeah, you know what we like? Oh, hey man, how you doing? Yeah, what we like to do is, oh, I'm good. How you doing? How's your mom? Okay, so and people were just talking to him as we were talking. He's
finally he's alone. He was just crazy.
Yeah, but he kind of had me convinced by the end of the conversation that he knows exactly what he's talking about, and that his heart's in the right place.
Because he doesn't really keep any money for himself.
No, he keeps giving it away.
Not only does he give the money most of the money to the fighters, we also learned through this pre-interview that he's giving money to the kids and all that in the neighborhood.
Yeah. It's like people come down on him for having the kids. And I felt that way when I saw the movie. I was like, how can you have these kids watching all this? Because it is pretty brutal. And, you'll talk to him about it, but he has a good explanation for it.
And he has worked with kids a lot in his life.
The kids.
But it was an amazing documentary.
It was so good.
Most of our listeners have seen it at this point. But if you look at Twitter, oh my God, the love for this movie. It's been off the chain.
I'm watching another one now, which you have to see before. It's called Cartel City or something. And Roland sent us a link. Are we supposed to interview like the director or something?
I don't know.
I don't know why he sent the link.
Probably because he's trying to set up an interview.
But I watched. I'll finish watching it today. It's an hour and 40 minutes. It's about the Mexican cartel. They're the worst people alive. They're worse than Al Qaeda. They're the worst people alive. And there are people in Mexico who are just fucking tired of it. Like they can't take the cartels abusing them anymore. So there's this uprising of citizens. It's so good, man. And they also show you people in the drug, people who make meth and all this stuff. They cover a lot of it. It's fucking great.
Are the people winning?
I haven't watched the end of it yet, but I'll say it's going to be something that the only way to stop the cartels will be to do what they're doing. Will be for the citizens to rise up and arm. And, because the cartels got greedy. They're doing stuff like they're beheading citizens for living in the town or for not paying, just barbaric shit. It's like they just forced these people into a corner. They forced them to lash. It's like the cartels were stupid.
Like they don't have a choice.
Like, the mafia
they
have to fight back.
Yeah.
Like the mafia didn't kill civilians unless it was a total mistake or a total fuck up.
Yes.
But they didn't go out of their way to fucking behead people in the neighborhood.
Yes.
So the people loved them. People are like, it's John Gotti. He's, taking care of everybody. He gives a firework display. These guys are getting drunk, and if you do something wrong, they're blowtorching you alive. And it's like, people just had enough.
People loved Gotti in that neighborhood.
They loved Pablo Escobar.
Fucking loved him.
Yeah.
Because they took care of the neighborhood. And they also knew they lived in a pretty safe neighborhood because Gotti was watching over it.
You could walk through with your family and there was no riffraff from the outside going to come in and fucking mug you in Howard Beach. Just wasn't going to happen.
It just wasn't going to happen.
Wasn't there an incident where somebody picked on some kid or something like that, and that was in the neighborhood or something like that?
Gotti's son was run over.
Gotti's son was run over. That was what it was.
Son Frankie
on a mini bike.
He was 7. Yeah, it was.
Was it a mini bike or a regular bike?
You know what? I heard both. I've heard both. It was what I've heard was that it was a fucking the neighbor did it. He was driving home. I don't know if he was going too fast. It was a total accident. He hit the kid, came out from behind a car and he hit him, and that guy wound up disappearing and never coming back. From what I heard, though, it might have been like a little motorized bike that he wasn't supposed to be on, and it was someone who knew Gotti who let him ride it. I don't know the exact story.
Yeah,
it's a horrible story.
You heard that too?
It was the guy who lived behind him. I heard him, and then just disappeared.
Yeah, well, the cartel.
No,
it's not on YouTube.
Just want to find the trailer.
Yeah, no, this thing just hit. Roland just gave us a copy.
Yeah,
it's called the Cartel Movie, I believe.
Is it? Maybe I'm wrong about Cartel City.
Or maybe no.
Hold on, Flower. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Let me just look through my damn. Like, you see that video of Francesa scrolling through his fucking phone?
Yes.
What a douche.
He's the best.
That's what I'm doing now.
He's the only one. I think he's the only one that can get away with that.
We have the Francesa clip if you want to see it.
If we have dead air for 5 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't see the clip. I saw that there was something.
Oh, you got to see it.
He's a good player. He's a good fielder. I like him as a player. I really do.
I've been in every type of situation you can think of. 9 rounds, getting busted out.
Let's come up here.
20 niggas still right here looking at your life.
Pause YouTube.
What is going on? How did that happen? Something's up.
Hold on.
Something's up. There's too many windows open. Yeah, because Francesa, the latest Francesa video is him just scrolling for 40 seconds.
He's a good fielder. I like him as a player. I really do. Let's see, I'm not getting the reds come up here. Let me go the other way. Stats. Let me find them here. Okay, here we go. Well, I'll get them in a minute. I can't find them right now. Tony in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. What's up, Tony?
Jesus. That's him.
Cartel Land, it's called.
Cartel Land.
Cartel
Okay.
Land.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it over the weekend, and then I think we'll have some kind of interview very soon.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
That's a crazy play. Mexico is a fuck. We were supposed. Me and Jim were supposed to be there this week, man.
Yeah, what
It's
happened with
heartbreaking.
that?
I don't know. I've heard
They canceled the whole thing?
They did
You're talking
cancel
about
the whole
Oz Fiesta.
And it was selling. There was a lot of tickets sold for it.
Yeah.
Ozzy had some kind of an issue. I don't know if it was with the promoter or if it was actually, he had to get something done. I'm hoping he's all right. I don't know.
What's your hunch?
No, I heard there was some kind of maybe Ozzy surgery or something like that. He had to get it done because he's got a tour later in the summer or something like that.
You know what kind of surgery? Or
No, they didn't say.
The only thing I can guess is honestly was his foot. He had a problem with his foot. Like, you know, as you get older, I guess your fucking feet start to go.
Thanks a lot, feet.
Yeah, I mean, it might have been something like that just had to be done.
You can't hang in there, feet?
Yeah.
Give me a break.
So I don't know, but that's heartbreaking. We were supposed to be there. That's the only thing that could have got me into Mexico.
Yeah, he needed 4 weeks of recovery time, so he had to cancel.
Yeah, so he's got a tour coming up. I know.
Both of you guys were going to be there.
Yeah, fucking heartbroken.
A resort in Mexico for like 4 or 5 days.
A great resort.
Pestering him.
The resort.
We're going to interview him. We're going to do a Q&A
On
with
stage.
him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Hang
a
out.
Stand-up set.
At least you guys aren't big like Ozzy fans, so it's not.
That's not true. We are.
It's not that tragic.
No, we are.
Right?
No, wait a second.
As Jim wears his 18th different Black Sabbath shirt.
I went
today.
I went fucking t-shirt
That's a
shopping
new
in
one.
L.A. Well, this is from the movie.
That's pretty cool.
That's the Boris Karloff.
Yeah, I don't have
movie.
that one.
Yeah, that's all right.
I bought Kiss shirts, like a fuck. I'm 46. I bought a bunch of small concert shirts.
Of course.
I get happy with a nice.
I just got
shirt
an
with a
AC/DC
band
one at
name on it.
Walmart the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know Walmart and Target. They got some.
Target, Kohl's, Old Navy.
They got some good concert shirts, and they're
Absolutely.
soft.
Yep.
All of a sudden, they have all, like, I bought Kiss, Metallica, Nirvana. I bought all these concert shirts at Target. Not a fan of any of the bands. I just thought the shirts were cool.
And I bet you also bought the shirt that says college with one L.
I do have that.
Of course you do.
That's misspelled.
Of course
That's
you do.
completely misspelled.
You really have that shirt?
No.
Okay, good. Frank in Brooklyn. Frank.
What's up, Opie? How you doing?
We're doing all right, Frank. How are you, buddy?
Excellent. So I just want you to know that John Jr. listens to you guys, and he likes Jim Norton.
Does he really?
Tell him to come in.
I know for a fact that he'll be at the Brigada in July, so we'll probably catch a show, Jimmy. Maybe I'll introduce you to Johnny Boy.
I would love to. I would love to interview him.
Are you just fucking around? Is Gotti going to try to go to Jimmy's show for real?
No joke. We actually plan on being there that week. Our family has a get-together there every year.
Okay.
Oh, boy. What kind of get-together?
You know, we get together. We play cards. It's like a 3-day weekend, but that's the week. It's July 13th, the kid's birthday, so we try and celebrate that whole week.
So let me ask you. We're talking about the story about his brother Frankie. What was it? Was it a motorized bike or a bicycle? Or was it a regular bicycle?
He was riding a regular bicycle, riding up and down the block, and the neighbor backed up, and then obviously it didn't work. You know, the guy disappeared after it. I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, Frankie was John's. The father, you know, it was his baby, man.
Yeah.
It killed it. The day that happened, the mama died that day. That was it. And she was never the same again.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that story when it happened. But Howard Beach back then. Did you live in Howard Beach?
Oh yeah. That was the cleanest. 101st Street is where that whole, fireworks show, all that stuff went down. And every year the place was protected. The place is now run down by Indians and a whole bunch of different fucking people. But the truth is, the neighborhood respected. He treated the neighborhood as if we it was being taken care of. There's still streets in Manhattan, believe it or not, where there's always a couple of blocks near Little Italy that are always on the watch, and there's still guys that protect the neighborhood, but it's never like it used to be. I mean, John really, with an iron hand, he ruled the neighborhood. No bullshit. A kid got his bicycle stolen. The next day, they found out who it was. The bicycle was there, and the guy was apologizing to the family.
See, that's the difference between guys. And why like the Italians were able to last for so long, because they were smart. Like you don't fucking behead people who live down the street from you because they're from that. It's just the barbarism in Mexico is uncalled for, and people just can't take it. Like you can't take regular citizens and massacre them and expect them just to sit there and not take up arms against you. It's crazy.
Because eventually they're going to feel like they have no choice.
They have no choice. The citizens don't want to fight the cartels. They want to be left alone, have a quiet life.
But they feel like absolutely, there's no other options.
They have no other options.
Wow.
All right. Jimmy, I'm going to pop off, but one thing I wanted to say open, and the guy, I understand, it started with Giuliani and everyone's getting taken out and the mob's not strong. I could almost guarantee you there's a very large presence within this city that is continuing to grow and print money and make money. Just as much as the government cheats, it's still happening, boys. And it's the guys that are quiet, it's the guys that are smart, it's the guys that are not greedy that'll continue to beat the system in a good way.
And how does, before you go, there was a book written by a guy, I'm going to get the name wrong, John Alita? Is that the guy?
It was John's best friend, yeah.
Okay, and he wrote a book which was not very complimentary, so I heard someone said that John Gotti Jr. was writing a book as well. Is that true, or an online book?
Actually, he released the book recently, but John Attell is a rat bastard. He's a guy that basically was almost adopted by John, and he totally took money just to take him. It is what it is. There's going to be a lot of people that want to take John down, but the truth of the matter is, and I would never believe it till I witnessed it myself, this kid is really disconnected. He's done. He's been done for 2 years. He's done.
He's out.
He's had enough.
Well, would he do an interview to promote his book? Like, does he make money on the book? If it's online, it's probably hard to make money, but if he wants to come in, we would love to interview him.
Oh, my God, in a second.
He's probably going to be wanting to do some promotion when the Gotti movie comes out. They're still working on it, believe it or not.
Is Travolta playing Gotti?
No, he's not. He's a faggot that wants to get him a masseuse to jerk him off.
You talking to John or me? Yeah, Travolta's. That was a surprising choice, especially after all that stuff came out. And I was like, he's still going to play. But
not that there's anything wrong with that, Jimmy. I like to get jerked off every once in a while over there.
Yeah, it's only a good man's fault. I think they should get an unknown to play John Gotti. He's too big a name to get a guy that you know.
You'll be distracted by
like Armand Assante did okay, but
Chip Chipperson.
Fuck yeah! Thanks, buddy.
Hey, wait.
Oh, sorry.
One other question, Frank. How does John Gotti Jr. make his money now that he's out?
Well, he has real estate, and he has a couple of small still companies that he makes money off of. So he does work for like a couple of insurance brokers and stuff, but it's mostly real estate, and trying to kick the shit out of his nephews. Bunch of faggots. He's doing good.
All right, Frank.
Take care, boys.
I know you call a lot.
Care.
Thank you, Frank in Brooklyn. I think he's telling the truth, Jimmy. I think John Gotti Jr. might be a fan of yours. You might see him at the Brigada.
Well, maybe they, I don't know if they listen actively.
Here and there. But maybe they've seen you on some other things as well.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I've never met him.
That'd be great.
We've interviewed Victoria.
We had Victoria in here. She was nice. Intense.
Yeah, but she was
we were on our best behavior.
Yeah, you have to be.
I would love to ask about it. To me, it's so interesting. Like, 'cause there was always you didn't know anything about the mob other than what would leak out. But like now there was Growing Up Gotti, the reality show. Like I wonder how those old school guys would feel about it. Like or with the mob wives. Like how would those old school guys react to this stuff that's happening now? They'd probably be very fucking disappointed.
I would assume so.
It's such an open thing now. Everybody just talks about it.
Right.
Like when the mob is doing reality shows, like that's
ridiculous.
Yeah.
We got to get him on the show.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Florentine's got a big day Season finale of.
Is that tonight?
Yes.
Yeah, it's tonight.
Oh, cool, man.
That's why Florentine's in, to really push it and make sure everyone checks out Louis tonight. I mean, obviously, most of us are watching, but if you haven't, watch today because it's Florentine's hour, man.
I'm going to TiVo because I don't have to tolerate myself in it, so I can just watch and enjoy Jim. And Louis said that Jim was fucking excellent in it because I saw him at the Rap. He said Jim was great, and that's why they made it the season finale.
Season finale. That's huge for Florentine. And you have a nice, solid part in this.
Yeah, it's a good part. And then a friend is in it. We have a few different people.
Yeah.
Who?
Who? What?
We just have a lot of mutual friends
that are in. What are you talking about?
That are in the episode tonight.
Yeah.
So who?
Comedians.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to blow the surprise.
Oh, there's other surprises.
Maybe another comedian.
A surprise in studio?
No, not no.
Is it you, Jim Norton?
No, I was only in the one this year, but no, it's not.
But the smiles got to me. I was just going to let it go, but you got this smirk.
Oh, yeah.
There's a nice surprise tonight.
I wouldn't say it's a big surprise. It's just a comedian that you'll see and go, oh, okay. But I never give away anything Louis is doing because I don't know what he said. He's so weird. Like, I never know what's okay. Hey, Louis, how are you in the show? That was supposed to be a secret. Like, what do I know?
That's why I don't like when they give us these episodes ahead of time.
When I got offered the
then you get
part,
scared because you don't know what to say.
When I got offered the part, they said Louis wants you to read this script, and if you like it, he wants you to be in it. He wrote it for you. And, he wants to know if you like it or not. I go, I don't even know what it is, but I like it. I'll be in it. He goes, no, he wants you to read it first to make sure. I had to go into the city, go into the production office. They printed out the script right in front of me. I read it right, watermarked with my name on it. I read it right in front of the producer, and I handed it right back. Because they didn't want to even email it to me just in case it got out there. And I read it right there. I gave it back to him. I go, yeah, absolutely, I'll take the role. And they go, all right, we'll let Louis know.
Nice.
And that was it. So I didn't have that. They didn't want to. They're like, I go, you know what? I'll come into the city. I don't even want to do that because just in case it got out there, I don't want it blamed on me.
It's a big one. It's a big one for Florentine.
There's weird ways they stop scripts from, like, they put your name on it, they watermark it, or there's a trick that they'll do, like every script that they send out, like say they send out 20, each one will have a different anomaly in it, like that you'd never noticed.
So you know who the rat is.
Yes, if copies come up, like, on page 17, there was a comma instead of a period. Or there was something there. There's a sneaky way that you'd never know. So if you just copy it and let it out, they can see it and see who fucked up.
Wow.
Good way to stop that.
Even when bands want to send me like their new record, it's not out for a month. They want me to hear it, maybe play it on Ozzy's Boneyard or something. I'm like, you know what? Just send me a physical copy. I don't want a link just in case I hit the wrong button and it goes out there and it's on YouTube. I don't want to be blamed for it. I'll make them wait. I'm like, until you get a physical copy, mail it to my house.
I like the screeners we get, and it has our name right across the middle of this.
It makes me feel like I'm in it.
That's what I was. You beat me to the line, but I feel kind of wow. I was in the theory of everything.
Meanwhile, they just don't trust you. That's why.
Exactly.
That's
they
the
think
only
you're
reason.
a pirating scumbag.
Yeah.
And it fades away, and then you forget, and all of a sudden, Opie Hughes, this is your copy, you son of a bitch. Don't do anything with it. It's kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
To see your name up there in the
middle of the movie.
In the middle of the movie. It's a little, anyway.
Tonight, what time? 10:30?
10:30
on FX.
And then Louis' new special
is
airs
right after
that.
Big night for
From
you.
the Comedy Store.
You got a great spot tonight.
Yeah,
for you, Florentine.
Tune in at 10:30.
You know, Louis' new special, I saw a little of it online, because I guess he released it online, but it's going to be a TV premiere tonight. Jay London opens for him. He has Jay do like 3 minutes before on his special, and then brings up a Louis. I haven't seen Jay London in years. He's a comic from New York. He's out in L.A.
I know
He's
the
great,
name.
doing one-liners and stuff.
He was on Last Comic Standing.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, he was a cab driver at one point. His nose is all busted up.
He looks like Slash.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Well,
I know the name.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Slash was a fucking was a rock figure. I don't mean rock and roll. I mean made of granite.
Yeah.
Jay's got a weird head.
I know Jay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him now. Sure, of course. And Jimmy, what do you got going on, buddy?
Bunch of gigs. Just go to Jim Norton. Again, I've rescheduled Seattle. I got Pittsburgh coming up next month. Like they said, the Borgata. And Albuquerque, Minneapolis, Detroit. Whole shitload of cities going on sale. I'm going to go out and make some money.
Money. All right. Darrell Hammond, and a little later on, Dada 5000 from Dawg Fight. Stay there. Back with Jim Florentine as well, and Darrell Hammond coming in about a half hour, and a little later on, Dada 5000 from Dawg Fight. Nice. I like that.
Dawg Fight was great because, you know, that big boxing match with Mayweather and Pacquiao, all that hype, and then you just watch that. It's like, that's what you want to fucking see.
Of course. Are they going to fight again, too?
I don't know, but
they're trying to get another fight together?
Snooze Fest 2.
Snooze Fest 2. I love the anchors after the fact when everyone realized it wasn't the fight of the century. They were still calling it the fight of the century on the news. I'm like, could you update that? It wasn't the fight of the century. It wasn't even close. It wasn't even the best fight of the month.
Mayweather says no.
Oh, boy. Now I got to figure out what mic you're on.
He said Mayweather says no rematch.
There.
Good.
How about now, Eric?
Yeah, Mayweather says no rematch because he's calling Pacquiao a sore loser.
Well, he kind of was a sore loser, wasn't he?
It doesn't matter.
He thought he won. I think he was trying to tell people he won that fight for a while there.
Stunk in that fight.
And then he was
Both of them stunk in that fight.
It really, boxing really needed that to be a good fight.
Boxing,
they had everybody watching finally again.
Yeah.
They needed that to be an amazing fight.
Two guys peppering each other with shots.
Mayweather kind of running around the ring a little bit. Pacquiao couldn't get in there.
I got out of boxing for a while, and I was actually I was on the road trying to find that fight, and the one place that was showing in that town was completely sold out. I couldn't get in there. I'm like, man, I'm missing this. And then when I found out what it was about and what went down, I'm like, never again am I even going to worry about seeing another big pay-per-view fight.
It was one big cock tease in the end. There was nothing. I started just watching the celebrities, picking out people I kind of know personally.
Yeah.
An old boss was there. Les Moonves is there with his wife, and then I saw the Tom Brady over there, and then I saw Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf, and I'm thinking, wow, Steffi Graf looks a bit old. Haven't seen her in a while. This is the shit I was actually watching after
She didn't
a while.
look that good?
She looked all right. She definitely looked all right, but I'm trying to remember what other celebrities.
Well, I know Louis was there with Chappelle and somebody else.
But he wasn't, in the background. They used that one camera mostly, and that's where you needed to be sitting to get all the exposure. I don't remember seeing Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Louis and Dave were there together?
And Russell Peters. I saw there was a picture of those
course,
three together.
Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Russell. It's so... he has a good life.
Justin Stangl got treated well by the ticket lady at Yankee Stadium.
Yes, she did.
I don't know what mic that is, because that was hot wired. Try that one.
Hello?
Oh, wow.
She did. She was good. She was fantastic. It was my wife's birthday. She wanted to go to the Yankee game. My kids have never gone to a Yankee game ever. I have an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old. We were right there behind the dugout.
How many rows? Like
2.
Yeah.
And it's the experience.
I bitched to her that, look, come on, man. Give me the first row. Why are you giving me the second row?
I was very happy in the second row. My 8-year-old got a foul ball, which I've gone to games for 40 years. I've never even seen anyone get a foul ball around me. She got a foul ball. They were on the Jumbotron, like dancing the Cotton Eye Joe song.
Justin was on TV. They had a nice shot of him wearing his Thurman Munson jersey.
Number 15.
Yeah, I wish you were in his plane.
Wow. Yeah, there I am. Look at the video right there.
There you are on TV. Checking your Twitter?
I was tweeting photos of my daughter with the foul ball.
You don't want to be caught checking your Twitter?
Well, that's what I said to Eric later. I said,
rookie mistake.
Were they making fun of me? I didn't know when we were on TV.
And then he laid on the dugout, and they had a problem with that. You were very close to getting thrown out. It was at the end of the game?
At the very end of the game, right there.
Wow, fucking idiot.
Eric, zoom in right there on the
look at the policewoman in the back. She's basically saying, no, what are you doing?
She was furious with me, and everyone ran over. I just thought it was... And there was no one there. Everyone had left.
What's the big deal if you lay on the dugout like Burt Reynolds?
Yeah, that was exactly what I said to my wife.
That's a Burt Reynolds pose from back in the day when he was showing his dick.
Yeah, but I think he pulled it
Playgirl,
off.
I think it was.
Playgirl. He pulled it off a little better than I did.
And then your daughter's getting pictures with some of the players.
Well, they were right there. Yeah, right there. We were right behind their dugout. And you have the private dining room, and there's a...
Have you ever done these tickets, Jimmy?
No.
You got to do it.
I don't like to ask for favors.
What?
No, I'm joking.
Where am I?
I would definitely go. but I just haven't.
You got to see the restaurant itself people don't leave the restaurant. There's way more people at these games, but they would rather stay in the restaurant and do other things and go through the museum or the Hall of Fame or whatever. What is it called over there? The Legends area.
The Legends, yeah.
They wait online. There's like
Monument
an hour
Park.
wait during the game to get in. What is it called?
Monument Park?
No, inside. It's kind of like a mini Yankees type of Hall of Fame type thing, and people will wait online for over an hour, and you're missing the game.
A lot of people
Why wouldn't
around
they just
us,
get there early?
And because the line starts early, and then they're like, "Well, I committed to this line. We might as well, miss the first couple innings so we could check it out." And then they have this Legends restaurant that has a carving section. They have a pasta area, a salad area,
sushi, a whole kosher section too. There's just hot dogs. There's a whole free candy area, and then there's a giant bar.
And if you're lucky enough to get the tickets that Justin got through the ticket lady, it's all free, and you're just sitting there eating like a king.
Here, I have photos.
And you don't want to leave to go actually watch the game. And then with these seats, you get a special little area for it's a bathroom for just like maybe 50 people. And then they have other food that you could get, including, did you partake in the free ice cream?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Please look at me. Yeah, I got free ice cream. And then you finally leave. You go sit down, and then there's a waiter or waitress comes, and they bring you anything you want. They just keep bringing you stuff and bringing you stuff and bringing you stuff.
I went with my brother, and I sat in those seats. I couldn't tell you what game I was at, Florentine, and I couldn't tell you who won. We were having so much fun that the game just didn't matter anymore. We're just shooting the shit, enjoying ourselves, going into this little private area, getting free ice cream out of a cooler. There's no one even watching you. You could probably grab 10 if you wanted.
We had people around us. They were there for the beginning of the game. They went inside to the restaurant, watched it on the televisions, just ate, drank, came back out for like one more inning, went back in.
Yeah.
So they paid all that money or however they got the tickets.
That's what's really going on. I mean, there are people at these games, but they're not sitting for the whole game anymore.
There's still a lot of empty seats, though.
A lot.
Sure.
A lot, especially down in front.
But that's what they're doing with these stadiums is my point.
Well,
they're giving you all sorts of other distractions that you'll check out. When I go to the Phillies games, I go to more Phillies games than any other, more than the Mets and Yankees, certainly. And, you sit for a couple innings, and then there's too much going on that you want to take one big loop around the whole, stadium to check things out.
Yeah, well, they designed the new park so that you can walk around during the game and still see the game.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a walking mall. There's and fine restaurants. One of the big steak restaurants is there. Is it not
Flughars?
Flughars.
I love Flughars.
Flughars is great.
Flughars is a really good steak place.
What makes it a good steak place?
It's just they like what they do is they
because all steak places are good. Why is this one in particular?
They'll go to places like Morton's or what's the big one in Williamsburg?
Ken's Steakhouse.
Peter Luger's.
And they take the steak that they're ready to throw out. But Flughars says this is still good meat.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, it's still good meat. We'll cook out anything.
Yeah. Do they add anything to this meat? Because
no.
Not at all.
Sometimes
is it a bit fatty? I would assume.
Sometimes it's fatty. A lot of times sometimes they put their own special stuff, like a lot of sugar.
Sugar
pour
on
a lot
steak.
of sugar, like a pile of it.
A pile?
I mean, after they make it.
Is that their thing?
After.
Yeah.
Just a pile of sugar on top?
Yeah, sweet Flughars special.
So it doesn't melt. There's just a pile of sugar on top of the steak.
Yeah, and you can mush it around just in case there's any issues. And no sides.
Do they have their homemade steak sauce? These steak places pride themselves in having their own steak sauce.
They do, but a lot of people have said that it looks a lot like French's mustard.
Yeah.
But the ticket lady loves the show, loves you guys.
Does she understand that I love her?
No.
I know.
She
Why?
does not.
What's it going to take with this lady?
Hold on, I know what it might take. If you just were sincere on the air and said thank you, and that was very nice.
Instead of bitching that you're in the second row.
Yeah,
and you want to be
exactly.
in
She
the
doesn't
front
find
row.
it charming. She just thinks you're being creepy.
But I thank her on text messages.
Yeah, but that's not in front of everyone. You should thank her publicly. If she's nice to you, that's very nice that she hooks you up.
This is what she wrote Tuesday. Your boy is in the park eating dinner. I wrote, you rule. And then she goes, I put him in Legends. That's the real nice restaurant and all. So I wrote, you rule for reals.
For reals?
That's what I wrote her.
All right, give me the bitch's number. No, I've never. I don't know her, so I'm like, I would like to go.
She's been a fan of this show. Well, all carnations of this show for a long time.
For a long, long time.
She's a big fan of Opie and Anthony as well, and she likes the new version of the show, and she's just a very cool lady.
And I offered to pay. I said, please, it's my wife's birthday. I'll pay for anything.
And she's like, I'll stop.
Yeah, she was like that. But she also...
Follow me.
But she did it because she loves you guys. So thank God she loves you guys. She really took care of us.
Glad you had a good time.
Yeah, thank you again.
I can't believe she caught a ball.
She caught a ball. My 8-year-old.
Was it flying at you? That's the one thing about those seats. It's scary as fuck.
Later in the game, a woman like 2 rows over got plowed in the head with a line drive, and my 8-year-old immediately turned and said, "Daddy, we're going. We're going." She was terrified.
Was the lady all right?
I don't know. They brought her.
No.
They took her away. She didn't really come back. So I told her she's lying. I told my daughter she's lying down. She's fine.
She is, but you just didn't tell your daughter she's always going to be lying down. Why is she making an X with her hands on her chest? That's how she sleeps.
That's how she sleeps.
Oh wow, she got beamed.
It's just bam, and it made a noise like a piece of wood was dropped off a building.
Did she?
Your laugh comes out sometimes.
Sometimes.
Did your daughter catch the ball like on a fly, or was it bouncing around?
It bounced. It hit my 10-year-old daughter's hand, and she thought she broke her hand. Went up in the air, and then the 8-year-old caught it, and then she just kind of did this. She just instinctively knew to do this. Stand up with her arm in the air, like yes.
She didn't bring her mitt to the game.
Nope. Nope.
Jim loves that.
I know you love stuff like that.
If you're sitting right there, it's not bad. Partially, it's a defense mechanism. So you get a ball drilled in your face.
So if you were in that seat, you would bring your mitt?
No, I don't have one anymore. If I had one, I would bring it. Just again, if a ball got hit to me.
Wait, you would bring a mitt to a game now at your current age?
I'm meaning if I was sitting where a line drive could be smashed into me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to catch a ball if I was right there. Why
so
not?
if you were there with a chick, you'd have your mitt on as you're sitting there with the chick, rapping with her.
That's probably not. Nah, that'd probably be too much. I'm not big enough baseball. If
you want a rubber leg, but he's got his mitt on. He's like, "Fuck, she's in the wrong side. Can we switch seats?"
If I was a big enough fan, I would do it. But I think I'm not as interested in baseball as I used to be at all.
I want to go to a game with Jimmy just so he has to bring his mitt.
It'd be
to
great.
These seats. That would be.
It wouldn't be broken in. The fucking ball would get hit, and I wouldn't be able to close it. It would just bounce off my hand and break my palm.
You're peeling the plastic wrapping off the mitt as you sit down there. It's brand new.
As my teeth are being knocked out by a. But you know what? I think if you have a kid or something, it's fine to bring you catch a ball for a kid. I got a ball thrown to me when I was a kid. One of the Oakland A's, me and my dad sat in the outfield, and one of the Oakland A's threw up a...
Tossed it. You remember which one?
No, it was just like an outfielder that probably was never...
Well, Justin Stengel is an irresponsible parent. You didn't bring your mitt to protect your girls.
Nope.
What if it rains? I don't want to get rained on.
But if you go here, if it rains, you go into the private dining room. And you just eat and hang out. Ooh. It's amazing.
With giant screens to watch the game. Yeah. There's no reason to leave that restaurant, even though the game is right outside.
Right. All the chairs are probably taken by big business people.
No, they're not. Giant dining room, plenty of room.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking eat a mall.
They purposely don't fill it up.
Yeah.
No, they make it roomy.
They have good shrimp.
Yeah, they
Amazing.
did. They had shrimp, lobster. They had
as
crab
big as
legs.
your fucking head.
I like a good shrimp.
The shrimp are big. Real big.
You complained there won't be enough seats, and then when I told you there were plenty of seats, you go, I don't want to sit in a mall. So either way, you weren't
That's an interesting observation you make. I am very hard to please.
I'll tell you this much. These seats were made for you.
Really? Yeah. They have a fist on them?
I just threw in a softball.
Absolutely.
That was a slow fucking arcing pitch. Why don't we set it up? You want me to write Debbie?
Yeah, I just don't know. I have to find out if I want to go with, bring someone.
Well, you got it. I mean, how many do you want? 2 or 4?
Oh, no, I'd be 2, I think.
I want to go when they're playing the Giants this year. They're playing San Francisco. I think
those
it's
are impossible to get.
She's probably listening right now. She'll probably text me in a second. But James Norton wants to go to a game.
And say, should he bring his mitt?
All right.
You have to bring your mitt.
Go to a game and wants to bring his mitt. What kind of mitt you got? Who's on it?
He doesn't even have a mitt.
Oh, you got to get a new one.
Yeah, he's going to have to get a new one.
Yeah, I don't know.
What star player would you like on your mitt? That used to be a big deal when we were growing up.
Yeah,
who you had on your mitt? Wants to go to a game and wants to bring his mitt. Okay. We'll see what she says.
Who'd you have?
I'm doing Francesa here.
You're texting. You're tweeting.
I'm trying to help James Norton out.
Yeah.
Look at the bar. They got a nice bar area with 8 TVs.
But I think you're paying, those tickets go anywhere between like $400 and $2,000.
Not for me.
We wouldn't know.
Right, you wouldn't know. But, so people are spending that much money to go eat free food. So does it really work out in the end?
It's
like casinos when they comp
Yeah.
you. Hey, look at this. You want a free hat with the casino name on it? You drop 40 grand. That's phenomenal. I can fucking shoot myself in it.
I think it's just a special experience, you know?
It really, my girls.
You can't do that regularly, obviously.
Oh, I can with the money I make.
I did that with
but as a special thing?
I went to a Jet game. We had a box. We had a friend that had a box. It was the same thing. All the food was free. I brought my son there, so it was great. So he just kept running out and eating more and more. So that's when it's all right. But I don't know. If I'm at the game, I just want to hang out, watch the game. I don't care about free shrimp.
I did a Jets game in that room. A lot of celebrities in that room.
Yeah, they walk from box to box to greet you if you got the VIP or something like
But
that.
they
like
have
the old
that
Jets.
restaurant, and then you just step out onto kind of like almost like a balcony to watch the game. And they're like, all right, cool, let's go back in and get another beer or another shrimp or something.
It comes with personal concierge service. Did you use the concierge service?
Well, they kept coming up, bringing you food. They would do anything you wanted.
But I think that seems like you get the waiter, but it also says there's a concierge.
Oh, I didn't. I just had a waiter.
What does the concierge do
I don't
that
know.
the waiter's not doing?
Now I got to go back.
Yeah, James is going to go. You got to go, Jimmy.
Jimmy, you'll love it.
I will. It's amazing. I'm not a Yankees fan, but man, I'm a fan of getting treated right. Thank you, Debbie.
Yeah, she's the best. I offered to pay, offered to do anything. She knew it was my wife's birthday. They brought like a birthday platter of desserts to us down at our seats. It was amazing. It was crazy. My 10-year-old played t-ball at some point. The 8-year-old knows nothing about baseball, but they loved every second of the experience of sitting out there watching it. And you're so close to the players.
You know what the problem is?
What?
Your daughters now think that's how you go to a baseball game. You're fucked.
Right, I am totally fucked. They were on the jumbotron. They caught a foul ball. It was like friends of theirs that were texting. We can see you on TV. So from this point on,
the next time they go, the kids are gonna be looking around like, "What the hell's going on around here?"
Daddy, why are we going upstairs?
Yeah, exactly.
Why are we going up?
Yeah,
that's not where we sit, Daddy.
Yeah, I'm going to try to go. Who are they playing this weekend?
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm just curious.
But I'm just saying.
The Royals still?
I don't know.
I don't know, but it just doesn't matter. That's how cool the experience is.
But I should probably go on a weekday because the weekends are probably too hard to get tickets.
Go in the afternoon, a weekday afternoon game, like a 1 o'clock game.
Pick a tough game. Let's challenge the ticket.
No,
lady.
I don't even care who they're playing. I don't
Let's
care
go
about the
Yankees,
rivalries.
Red Sox on a Saturday. Let's see how much she really loves this show.
I would go on a Thursday. Thursday would be a good day to go.
Thursday?
Yeah, because we're off Friday.
That's true.
I don't know why I care about that.
Their next Thursday
Day game
is it's not a day game, but their next Thursday game is June 18th versus the Marlins.
Oh, yeah, I don't care about the Marlins.
Yeah, but
I'd
it doesn't. Just go though. I'm serious. Just go.
Legends Field. But how do you get there?
you
Not
want
any parking.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's the other thing. She set up parking for me. So we pulled right in, had a parking space,
She
right
waits there for you to arrive.
Oh, you actually drove there? I would probably just think this. Is the subway good?
I live in Westchester, so the subway would be.
There's a parking area that's only meant for
right
VIPs more or less.
Right. You enter.
So she waits there and goes, "Let him in."
Yep.
She's always obnoxious.
She's great. She's
obnoxious,
She's
though.
so fantastic. She was so nice and we had a mutual friend, a friend who looked like she could be related to this woman who worked at Late Show, and her name's Annette, and Annette used to work at Late Show. Used to work for the Yankees.
Yeah.
So if you talk about how was your weekend, it's like, oh, I had a barbecue, or I went to a wedding. All of her stories would be like, oh, I went and saw some old friends, and then blah 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 blah, and then I got a ride home from Bucky Dent. It's like always some random old Yankee that would just be thrown in there out of nowhere.
At the end of her story.
Yeah.
Jimmy will be going and experience.
I will go.
Jimmy, here's your game. Wednesday, June 10th versus the Nationals at 1:05. That's what you want.
That's perfect.
Hold
Good
on.
game.
No, not Wednesday because I got to work Thursday. I don't like doing stuff.
It's a day game.
It's a day game, though.
But even then, I might want to go out afterwards and get drunk.
What?
Well, why not?
What?
I can handle it.
No, you can't handle that.
Hold on
What are
a
you
second.
talking
No,
about?
let me see.
I know you're doing new things, Jimmy. He wants to go on a cruise.
He wants to go on a cruise. He's going to be miserable on a
You'll
cruise.
be miserable.
You might be right.
I hated.
He's going to get helicoptered off. He will.
You think he'll be making
He'll
phone
take-
calls?
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
Yeah, he'll be in
I
like
don't care. I'll
Same
pay
guy
it.
that
Jamaica.
flew fucking Omar and fucking Scarface. Can you give me a lift off?
He'll be in Jamaica looking for plane flights to get
I
the
think
hell
if
out.
he picks the right cruise, he'll be all right.
No, Jonathan,
Long
David
weekend.
goes on a nice cruise ship, and there's like 250, 300 people on it. It's a nice cruise ship. That I would probably enjoy. Like a really nice one for a week with someone who I kind of enjoy being around. Because I know what it is. It's like one of those things where I'll take most. Kenny yesterday said you're going to get seasick, but he's not wrong. But I'll bring some pills, and go for a week, and then eat some fucking. I'll go knowing I'm going to eat shitty food, eat some fucking.
You'll get tired of it though after a while.
will.
After a whole week of eating the same shit on the boat,
Maybe
you're gonna get tired of
but
the
I think a
food.
week is okay. Guys go for 10 days, 2 weeks. That to me is where it goes.
A week is way too long.
Is it
3
really?
days.
Not if.
I'd give you 3. I would start at 3 days for you.
If he does a Caribbean cruise, I think he'll be bored shitless. But maybe you do one of these like Mediterranean cruises.
I want to
or
go on a
something.
nice one where again, it's not everyone's fighting to get off the boat. I'm just something I'm thinking of. Yeah,
Do you like ruins?
Yeah.
Are you a fan of ruins? Sometimes they pull in and then you
I
wander
think of that
around
every
ruins.
morning when I walk into this room. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I would. I don't know if I want to go to ruins. Like I
Kinda
like
cool.
them. What do I want to look at a shitty neighborhood for? I want to go to Dubai to stay in the fucking Burj Tower. And someone pointed out I've been saying that wrong for my whole Burj Khalifa, whatever it is.
But are you going to do like the tours? Because they have a tour every day. Like
Maybe it depends on who I'm with.
You
and
sign
what
up
she
for the
wants
tours.
to do.
Yeah.
The excursions.
Like
you
you
sign
can
up for the excursion.
Are you going to do like whitewater rafting? And do all
No,
that
not.
stuff?
No, I'm not.
Zip lines?
No.
Zip lines.
There's a movie in 1974 that changed my whitewater rafting views forever.
See, the chick he goes to is going to want to do some stuff, and he's going to like, no, let's just hang out. Breakfast is coming out.
Snorkeling?
No.
Zip lining?
No.
ATVs?
No, I had to think for a second because those abbreviations could mean something good. No, I don't think so. I might go out and-
Mopeds?
No, I don't want to do that stuff.
Rent a bike.
No.
And you and your chick rent a bike.
Why are you getting mad at that?
I'm not. I want to sit on the boat on my own balcony in a nice cabin and fucking just relax and eat.
What about the wave pool? on
Yeah,
the
I'd do
cruise
that.
ship?
Sure.
I was on a cruise ship, and the rooms are tiny. Like the couch becomes the bed, and when the bed is open, there's no room for anything else.
It's like Lady Di's house.
Oh, no, I wouldn't take a room like that.
But I mean, like the other.
You would splurge for the big room.
I would have
Justin.
to.
We were on one of the big
He's a
rooms.
fancy man.
We're in one of the big rooms.
No, I would have to have with my own balcony.
We had a balcony. I had to because there was no room inside the.
Well, you have
the
kids, so maybe the couch is open for the kids' bed.
No, I didn't have kids then. My wife dragged me on this cruise. I had no interest. It was horrible.
Oh.
And like everyone around the pools, they bring like the cardboard boxes of Coors beer, and it's just I couldn't.
I'd like to do that. Go to the gym while you're on the thing. I would do that.
Yeah.
Go work out, do a little elliptical, get blown.
I think. What about an Alaskan cruise?
Yeah, I'd
Check
do
out
that.
some icebergs.
I would like to go to Alaska.
Why would you go on a cruise just to get blown? Like in an elliptical.
I mean, it's just something else.
You
to
could do that here, though.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Just that's a cool thing to do on a boat.
But any chick that you take's going to want to do activities.
Yeah, I would probably do some activity. There's certain things. If I slept better, I'd probably be much more willing to
What
do
about
a lot more.
snuba?
Huh? That's snorkeling, scuba.
Yeah, that Bob Kelly brags about.
You know, look, I would try that
Where you
stuff.
walk on the bottom.
Now that I'm a little more comfortable with my body, not totally, but a little bit more. I would do some.
You would do
water.
that. You would sign up for it and get at to like 9:30 in the morning. with a
9:30
bunch
in
of
the
group.
morning. It's way earlier than that. These excursions.
Right, but with the group, coming
No,
off the
I'm not
boat,
big on
and you have
groups.
to. Yeah, see,
The best
that's what,
part. The best part of excursions, you realize why the fuck did I sign up for the full day? That's what ends up happening all the
that's
time.
true. That's
You're like
exactly right.
a half a day would have been perfect. Why
Right.
the fuck did I sign up?
That's right. I'm tired
all day.
I'm exhausted. There's still 6 hours left in this.
Six more locations to snorkel
Yeah.
in.
Well, there was one that I went on, and it was in Turkey, and they take you around all the ruins and everything, and then they sit you down in this room and try to sell you carpets.
Is that right?
Yeah,
It happened to me.
yeah, and you don't really know what's going on.
It's a
until-
big scam.
right. They
Make believe you're learning about the culture and
Right.
stuff, and all of a sudden you're like, holy fuck, they're just trying to sell you a stupid rug.
Right. It's like, oh, we're going to take a break now, and you sit in the room and they give you like apple tea or something.
Yeah.
And then they start snapping. These kids bring out rugs and throw them on the ground. You like?
Where
And
were you?
That was in Turkey.
That was
Were
Turkey.
they selling you cranberry sauce?
Istanbul.
It goes with the turkey.
I did the
home run.
Istanbul. You're like, why the fuck? And they force you to sit there for an hour.
Yeah.
Because, you don't know
can't
where the
leave.
Fuck. And I would have rather just wandered around for that hour and check out other shit.
I bought a rug. Did you buy a rug?
I
did. Did you really
oh,
buy a
you're
rug?
dumb. You are dumb.
Did you really buy it?
I don't know. It's probably in storage. Not like one of the big ones, but I bought one.
What sold you on the rug, though?
At some point, I was
sitting there thinking, first of all, I don't really need a rug, but I'm sure I can find a nice rug in the States.
But at some point, I thought, okay, I'm in Turkey. I'm never coming back here again. Although it was really nice to be there. It was much nicer than I thought it would be. But I thought, maybe I'll have something for my house that's from Turkey. And I guess maybe there was something in the tea. I don't know. I bought one.
And you had to lug a rug around for the rest of the day.
No, they ship it.
They ship it, and then you think that's never coming.
Yeah, they got it all figured out. They make it very easy for you to buy the rug, but I said hell no to the rug. Let's say hi to John in Virginia. John, go ahead.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I hated the idea of going on a cruise, but my wife has actually taken me on several now. If Jimmy can't have fun on a cruise, then there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, I think I could enjoy it. I really do, man.
And the guy was talking about the small room. Yeah, there are small rooms, but you get a balcony room, a higher-up balcony room. I mean, they have plenty of room. You have a couch, you have a bed, shower,
allegedly,
everything. And we went snorkeling in Bermuda, and that would actually be a good first cruise for you because it's only 3 days. And you see on the National Discovery Channel and stuff, you think they're way down in the water. You just put your head under the water, and it's just like the National Geographic Channel. I mean, that's what it looks like. It's awesome.
But I loved snorkeling until I discovered scuba diving. Now it's tough to snorkel.
Yeah. All right. Punch it out, man.
No, I'm not saying. I mean, he's 100% correct. Snorkeling is like, holy fuck, look at all that. But watch out for those yellow fish that just nip at you.
Right.
Those tiny yellow fish will just nip at you.
Oh, the
whole
little
time.
guys.
Do you see the grin on Club Soda Kenny's face?
Why?
Jim saying, I think I'll enjoy this.
You don't think I would enjoy it, Kenny?
The smile.
I like it gentlemanly.
I haven't seen a smile like that on him in a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
Break this down for
Since
us,
the last
Kenny.
earthquake happened.
Break this down. What would happen in the end?
I just want everybody to know this is my first time speaking in the remodeled studio.
Nice. Does it feel any different?
Yes. More professional.
It feels more professional.
You know what Jim would really love on the cruise?
What's that?
When you come back to the room and the maid folds a towel into an animal and leaves it on your bed.
I would enjoy that.
I know. I said you would.
That'd be kind of nice.
Yeah, a little personal touch, right?
And then
what would
wife,
be his animal of choice, you think?
Or your girlfriend would want to go to the class where the maids teach you how to fold the towels into animals so you can do it in your own house.
Let her do that. Let her go. Yeah, you go ahead. Go look at that while I intrigue sexually on my phone.
Look, there's a monkey.
Oh, plus there's probably no internet service, too, usually on cruises, so you can't get online.
Yeah, it's very hard. There's very limited TV.
And then
feather pillows?
Probably not. And what
No,
about room
probably
service?
foam.
2 a.m. if he's hungry? Room service?
Yeah, and
highly doubt it.
They have room service, don't they?
Yeah.
24 hours.
But I went on a boat where there was 4,000 people. You're not going to want to deal with 4,000
No, dude, I want to go on the one that I told you about. Jonathan told me about. That there was a good cruise line. I've never heard the name before, and it was like David, our manager, goes on that, and I would kind of like to go on that one.
Why don't we just get you booked? There's a lot of comedy on cruises.
Oh my God. We got to go to Bill in California. He's got to remind Jimmy of something. Bill, go.
Bill, go. Sergeant,
Bill,
yes.
Go. Yeah.
Jimmy, do not do this. It's a huge mistake.
Okay, why?
Norovirus. Do you not remember that?
Oh yeah, everybody gets sick. So what? If I get sick, I don't want to get sick, but I mean, if I think Jim's right. If I went through for 3 days, 4 days, that's okay.
What if they quarantine you because you're the one that got sick and you're puking and stuff?
All right, well, that would stink. I wouldn't like that at all. But
You're better off just flying to a nice resort.
Yeah, you could do that.
And make him believe you're on a cruise ship.
I would do that. No, you know what? I would do that. I would just go to a nice resort. I mean, I just want to do something that's just different than I've done. I don't have a girlfriend though.
But Jimmy, I mean, like most of the big activities, it's like the biggest one is eating all day, all night.
Yeah.
Open buffet. You're not going to do any of that. You know
I'd
what
probably
I mean?
rather go to. You're right. I think a resort. Kenny's right.
A resort's better
because you get massages. You go and have
Right.
a nice. Maybe that I would enjoy.
Yeah.
Ooh, rub my back. Remember that place we stayed at in Phoenix? I would love to go there.
Yeah.
That was a nice hotel.
Yeah.
Big pools, all heated and shit.
Or GH used to go to a nice tropical island at a ritzy resort.
Ooh.
I sure did.
I would do that.
Turks and Caicos.
Who am I going to bring, though?
One of my favorite
I'll go.
places. I got to go back.
I don't like them making the toilet up like that. Like
that's Bert Kreischer. Bert Kreischer, our friend of the show. He does little tricks on the maids there
when he's in hotels. Let's say hi to Ben in North Carolina. Ben.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hi, Ben.
Hey, listen, Jim, I've been on like 25 cruises, and I usually go on Carnival, or that's all I go on. If you're going on Carnival or any other, like Royal Caribbean, man, getting on and off the ship, I don't know if you're prepared for that or not.
Well, that's like they said, 4,000 people. It's just too much. I would like a smaller one where there's not that amount of people getting on and off.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you go, you can pay to get on, go past the line if you want to. There's that option when you book your cruise.
How much does that cost?
No, when you
family,
have a suite, you have VIP treatment.
Yeah, you can do that and get that for free, but if you don't get a VIP suite, then it's like $50 or something like that.
Okay. Jimmy's got to pick the perfect cruise. I don't know if a Caribbean cruise would be him.
Yeah, who knows?
It's a little more party-oriented, right?
Yeah, and he's got to find a chick that doesn't want to do anything on the cruise.
Just chill out.
Yeah, doesn't want to go sightseeing for the 4 or 6 hours when you dock the boat at some island.
And they also encourage you whenever you get into port to go shopping because it's like, oh, you'll get great deals on watches and bags and clothes.
But that's all a scam, too. That's set up ahead of time.
The cruise lines owns those stores.
Right. Yeah.
Oh.
Or the person that is actually bringing you off the ship, they bring you to these particular places. You pass a million, let's say, jewelry stores because they got to deal with the one.
Right.
They're just basically bringing a shitload of customers through, every day.
Yeah.
So they get a little envelope.
It'll make you
just a
crazy,
mindless
Jimmy.
week.
Make you crazy. I'm telling you.
You're going to go crazy.
And actually, Eric and I just remembered one thing, and I'm surprised it took this long to remember, but our grandfather died on a cruise.
Wow. Is he a comedian?
But he did die on a cruise.
Oh, wow. Heart attack?
Well, he got hauled off the cruise. Yeah.
They took him off because he was really sick, and they brought him to the Bermuda hospital where he died, and it might have been the norovirus or something like that.
How old was he?
He was around the age where it's sort of okay. He was in his late 80s. But he used to take cruises all the time, and then he went on a cruise to Bermuda and died.
Wow!
And I really probably should have remembered that at the beginning of this whole conversation.
How do you forget that?
That makes me want to go. It's great to wreck everybody else's cruise.
Wreck everybody else's cruise.
They got to stop somewhere else and fucking dump your corpse off. Some guy with no shoes.
Me and my boys saved somebody's life on our cruise.
Really?
It was an Asian lady. She must have been in the hot tub for too long and got overheated. And all of a sudden she went under.
She went under?
Yeah, and you just saw her little feet kicking.
Who drowned in a fucking hot tub? You should have let her go.
And what did you do?
No, we carried her out, put her down on a lounge chair.
And fucked her.
No. And I everybody screamed give her fucking CPR mouth to mouth. I'm like, you.
She wasn't that good looking?
That was an old
So who did the
Asian lady.
What if she was good looking?
Yeah.
No, I'm a married man.
But who did the mouth
Yeah,
to
but you were
mouth?
doing it to save her life.
No, because then all the busybodies ran over. I did the hard work.
You didn't do the mouth to mouth. That's the hard work.
No.
Who wants to deal with someone's bad breath?
No, believe me. And then it took about 20 minutes for the cruise people to get over there.
Yeah.
And then they finally got a wheelchair and brought her to whatever the doctor's office there on the ship.
She was just in the hot tub too long.
I think so.
That's what you get. Yeah. You want to be in that dirty hot tub?
Yeah.
I mean, it's chlorinated, so none of that would bother me. If it was a really nice ship that was a small group of people, I would probably do it. But maybe just a resort. You're right. I would love a great resort.
Well, I mean, E-Rock's the expert, so we'll have to talk to him next week. Yeah. He'll give you the lay of the land.
I'll probably never do this, let's be honest.
And
I got radio. We never know when we're taking off. We have no days scheduled.
No, we're going to figure that out.
Yeah, we should, because I really want to plan that.
I promise.
And for gigs, I'm doing gigs almost every week.
We'll have actual...
and you have to find a girlfriend.
Schedule.
Yeah, you got to find a girl.
That would be...
Find a gal. Start with that. Let's find a gal.
You're going to a Yankee game. That's coming up,
got
too.
a lot coming up.
That's
Jimmy.
true.
You're very
Big,
busy.
big couple of months.
I just got word Darrell Hammond's on his way up, but we definitely have to break. So we can talk about the cruise thing a little later. Florentine in studio. Make sure you watch him on Louis tonight, the season finale. It's going to be a biggie for our pal Florentine. And you got some other gigs, right, Jim?
Yeah, me, Jameson, and Eddie Shrunk from That Metal Show. If you're fans of that show, we do these live dates. And we're going to be in Portland, June 4th, Seattle, June 5th, San Jose, California, June 6th. It's on my website, jimflorentine.com. And June 12th, 13th, Home Field Comedy Club in Miami.
Right. And jimnorton.com for all the dates. But you got a lot of new ones up there. So go see if Jim's coming to your area. Darrell Hammond next, and a little later on, Dada 5000 from Dawg Fight. Just me. Florentine's doing a phoner for his big Louis C.K. Appearance tonight. I guess you can't call it an appearance. I got oatmeal in my mouth. I got to swallow. There you go, Sammy. There you go.
His role on Louis C.K. tonight.
Yeah, that would be a better way to say it, wouldn't it, now?
Yeah.
His role on Louis C.K. tonight at 10:30 on FX.
I finally watched the episode where your old buddy Buzz from Home Alone was on.
Yeah.
He's so fucking good on it.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, he was really, really good when he's the driver.
Yes. I'm assuming that it'll be part of tonight's episode as well, because I think tonight's a continuation of Louis on the Road as a comic. I don't know for sure.
No, well, because he went...
Huh? Oh, God, this again. Wait a minute. I think that's it.
It is listed as part 2.
But he went to the airport on part 1, so he may have left that town.
Could be.
Have you ever met Devin?
Yeah, I think he came in here once while I was here.
He was great.
He's a cool guy.
That was a great episode. His performance, Devin's performance was really good.
Yeah.
Michael Rappaport's performance, amazing.
Really, really good.
And then I'm hearing good things about Florentine's performance tonight, so make sure you watch. 10:30 on FX.
Yes. Good season.
Very good season. Darrell Hammond's,
Where is he?
I don't know, he's on his way up, I think.
Are they bringing him?
Yeah. Oh, they're bringing him as soon as he shows up.
Rolando says he's on his way up.
Roland said that 20 minutes ago. What is he, fucking taking the steps?
Roland told me that they had to go around the block because the entrance is on a different side now.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But he said that they were doing that in a car for some reason.
I have a good joke.
Oh, wait a minute. Try that one.
Can't do it. I have a good joke. Ready? Ask me.
Yes.
I say, I wonder where he is. Just say it. Say, I wonder where he is.
You got confidence here.
I got real. This is gonna be good. I'm serious. This is gonna be really good.
I wonder where he is.
Maybe he's eating Kentucky Fried Chicken because he's eating he's the guy in the commercial now.
That was
eating
Justin.
the chicken.
That was Justin Stengel on Twitter.
Fucking home run Stengel.
I told you we get along. Chip and I get along.
I don't know if you want that.
I'm fine with it. As long as someone likes me, I'm
I'm trying to
happy.
tell you, I don't know if you want that. I don't know if you want him to
And the minute
be laughing at your jokes.
The minute that you say you like that Chip likes you is when he'll stop liking you.
Yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
at this moment right now, I consider this a major success.
I feel like we just jumped the shark.
Yep. That was it, right?
Yep, there.
By the way, did you hear that fucking the New York Times bestseller left Ronda Rousey off the list, and she sold better than 10 people on that fucking list?
I did.
And Bill O'Reilly, too.
Bill O'Reilly made the list, didn't he? But didn't they put him below some guy for the Times?
Yes.
So what
is the Times bestseller list? Or the only thing I can think of is you have to have a certain amount of independent. You have to go to an independent bookstore. You have to have.
Sounds like a hoax to me.
No, but I mean, when I wrote my books, you have to have a certain amount of independent books.
Excuse me, Mr. Author.
Did she only do signings in big stores and not sell out of independents?
I mean, wouldn't it just be general sales?
No, it does not work that way.
They
No.
don't count
But the
Amazon?
publisher would know that.
They count Amazon. They're supposed to count pre-sales. Yeah, but I'm saying is
they're fucking around with the list. It's obvious.
no. But I mean,
For what reason, though?
there are certain qualifications you have to fulfill that you've always had to fulfill to make the list.
Yeah.
When I was going out to do that, they're like, you got to do a signing in Edgewater because it's an independent bookstore. And you have to, I think if you're doing signings, you have to do on independent. I don't know exactly what it is.
But she didn't self-publish, so it's not like her publisher would know those rules.
I think
going
you're
in.
right, but I'm saying maybe she canceled one.
And the publisher
made the
just
list,
quoted.
right?
I made both twice, yeah.
Okay, so then you're better than her.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. She sold 10,000 books her first week.
That's amazing.
Yeah, in this day and age, to sell hard books is pretty fucking
That's
impressive.
amazing.
But how does the Times leave? They better defend this. Otherwise, they're just going to seem like really biased scumbags whose list means nothing. They better have an answer for this.
There's not much info coming out today why that happened, but there are a lot of people very suspicious. Ronda Rousey's book sold better than, like you said, 10 books on the list. And strangely, Bill O'Reilly's Legends and Lies placed number 6 on the list below The Road to Character by the Times' own David Brooks, even though O'Reilly sold 4,000 more books than Brooks did.
How the fuck does that happen? Is the Times that jaded and shitty?
I don't know what's going on. Judith Regan told me, whoever wrote this article, obviously, I'm shocked that the New York Times would snub Ronda Rousey and Bill O'Reilly.
How the fuck do you snub?
Something's going on.
Something's going on, man.
And Judith Regan would know if there was an independent versus national
Absolutely.
chain thing.
I mean, I'm only thinking of reasons like you hate to think, as much as I don't like the New York Times, I think they're biased, but you hate to think that the New York Times would be so fucking petty and shitty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what advantage would they have to not include Ronda Rousey unless there's some kind of a union thing with UFC? But even then, I can't even imagine that would.
I don't know, but I don't think this is going to go away. People are going to definitely look into why this happened.
That's why I wanted to mention. I think people should really on Twitter. Again, I'm not saying attack them because there might be a legit reason.
No, it's not UFC because George St. Pierre was a New York Times bestseller.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
I don't know.
Maybe they hate girls.
Did they not report as well? Was there a problem with the reporting of the book sales? Like, you never know if someone on the back end fucked up too.
But it happened to Bill O'Reilly as well.
That's true.
Maybe they reported 1 instead of 10,000.
Maybe the commas. Maybe the comma's in the wrong place.
Yeah.
And instead of a comma, they put period. She sold 10 books.
10 whole books.
I feel bad for her though, because her book was so fucking good.
I still got it.
It was so good, man.
I got a pile of books I'm going to try to start going through. I actually started Adam Carolla's book because
he's a book.
Yeah,
I wasn't here. I didn't know he was promoted.
He was great too. Yeah, he's got a book about parenting and stuff. But
Adam's an awesome talker.
But there's a lot of comedy in there and stuff. And he did a bit on AIDS that was fucking hilarious. We'll probably replay it on the weekend, right? The whole AIDS thing.
Definitely.
Wow, that was amazing. The diet's supplement.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you could hear it on Accelerated tomorrow.
Ooh, Sammy!
That's right.
Fucking Sammy Bram. Somebody sent me, by the way, a song. Did you hear the song?
No,
I don't think so.
Oh,
you got to send it to us so we could, play it proper.
Oh, it doesn't need any.
Oh no, nothing.
No.
Oh,
Do you think I'm gonna want? What's the song called?
It's hold on. Here's the tweet from Cody Fitzmaurice. Hey, not Sam. Listen to my new song about you, babe. And then he hashtags me and you, and he writes Sammy Brand Muffins. This is what people are doing on Twitter.
Fucking Sammy. Fucking Brand Muffins. Sammy. Sammy fucking Brand Muffins.
See, I'm looking for a theme song for my new show, and I was really hoping that would help, and it did not.
Let's start with that.
It's pretty.
You got to start somewhere.
Start with that. It seems like a good place. That's like the foundation when you're building a large house.
Yeah, start with that.
I just don't know.
Hotel.
Or a hotel.
Thanks, Chip.
Start with that.
Right.
Maybe Troy could pump it up a little bit.
I just don't know if I'm taking the Brand Muffins brand with me.
Well, you should. I think you need to embrace that.
I don't know if that's the brand that I'm going to be pushing.
All right, now we're just
Brand the Muffins.
We're just
Very,
stalling
very
now.
funny, Chip.
Where is Darrell Hammond?
I don't know.
I have no problem stalling. We're good at stalling and just fucking around, but
You can
what
ask,
happened to him?
Ask me questions as if I'm
No,
Darrell
I'm not
Hammond.
going to
No,
do
because
that.
last time you remember what happened with the KFC thing.
That didn't go well at all.
I got another one.
No.
I
want to hear it.
Ask me a question.
Just any question?
Yeah, any question.
Who are you?
I'm the guy who loves to eat Kentucky Fried Chicken. See, because I'm answering as Darrell Hammond because he in the commercial eats
Again,
so
that's
bad.
Justin Stangle on Twitter. Justin _
Stangle. Did Chip like that?
Chip
didn't even like that.
No.
Fucking.
Did you watch playoff hockey last night? Did you give it another shot, Jimmy?
No, I gave it a shot.
Good for you.
Oh, what on?
That's going to go to it's going to go to our 7th game.
Oh shit! I don't. Let me just take a picture.
both series in 7 games, right? Both series. Is that
yes, you got the Rangers. Are they on tonight or tomorrow? Rangers and Lightning. Friday, and then you got the Blackhawks and the Ducks playing
Saturday.
in Game 7 too.
The Ducks and the Hawks.
Are you watching?
No, I have faith in Gordon Bombay. He will take the Ducks to the championship.
I'm more excited about the NBA Finals, actually.
You know, that was another thing.
People were bitching at me because I was watching the Warriors instead of hockey last night.
When I was at the Yankee
I'm way
game,
more interested in the basketball this year.
when I was at the Yankee game and you were in that private dining room, like half the TVs watching the Yankee game.
Yeah.
The other ones were on Ranger hockey. They were on other sporting events. So people are at the Yankee game, not going out to watch it, watching it on some TVs and watching all the other sporting going on there.
Yeah, the rich get richer. Because the game they're at is a who gives a fuck game.
Right.
Because it's only May. And then you got playoff hockey and playoff basketball on these giant TVs in this amazing restaurant over there.
They have...
It turns into a sports bar.
They have amazing seats. Go out and enjoy the seats. Like, then the Yankees should open up this amazing sports bar somewhere else with all the food, corners we can get all the food you want and all the big TVs up and open it into...
Say this is identical to what we have at the stadium.
Right.
It's a pretty smart idea.
Yeah.
Do you guys follow NBA?
Yeah, I do.
What do you think?
I
do you think the Cavs have a shot?
I think they always have a shot, but because of LeBron. But I think the Warriors like to see them win. You know, they haven't been in the finals since the 70s.
40 years. They haven't been in the finals in 40 years.
Is that right?
Yeah.
40 years for the Warriors.
Yeah.
You got to go back to what? Rick Barry, possibly.
Let's see.
I'm thinking. But we're still stalling because Darrell Hammond was minutes away about a half hour ago.
I'm getting a text from Roland. Wait, it's coming
I got
through.
a cool song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Maybe for your new show or something.
All right. I don't think it'll work out, but
I rock and roll and a rock. Haters who hate can suck my.
I think that's pretty good.
I mean, because you think you know where it's going, but then it doesn't go there.
Yeah.
It's like a fill in the blank game.
Well, it's implied.
You don't like that?
No, I'm not going to use it.
I think it's smart because it's implied at the end. You don't have to say the word.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to use that
It's
one
supposed
either.
to be suckers who can hate. Chip messed up his.
You want to try it again?
Chip got overly excited.
What's going on? Where's the Darrell Hammond?
They're in the lobby about to come up, Roland says.
What happened?
He's been saying that for 20 minutes.
What is Roland talking about?
I swear the only reason we took a break when we did was to just get one in before Darrell came.
What's Roland
We
saying?
had a nice flow going.
Waiting to hear from the publicist. He just texted him, said he was in.
But Roland said they were coming up.
Yes.
I hate that every Chip song ends with doo-doo.
Roland's saying he's late. It's not our fault, but Roland said that...
That's fine if he's late, but just say, hey, Darrell's running a few minutes late, no big deal.
But Roland said he was here downstairs at the time he was scheduled.
Do you want to hold it after the call or bring him up now?
Yeah, Roland said he can hold until 10.
Hold.
I don't hold until 10. It's 9:20.
Well, we also have the Dada.
40 minutes.
And you don't want to
We
make
got the
Dada
Dada.
mad.
Don't piss off Dada.
Well, why don't we call Dada now while they're still on their way up? And how long are we on the phone with Dada for? An hour? We're talking for 10 minutes.
Probably a few minutes.
What's up,
See
dude?
where it goes. Let's get Dada 5,000.
Yeah, get him on the phone. I'll talk to him.
You're going to talk to him, Chip?
How come your name's not Mama? Opening
You want to
question.
talk?
That's a good one.
It's very, very good.
Thanks.
Do you want to go in?
The fucking Stangles. Producing. On the fly. Producing on the fly.
Trying. I'm doing a lot of running around.
Dada 5,000. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, what's up?
We're calling him on a special
calling him right
landline.
I'm calling right now.
Yeah.
Is that the Devil Circus you were just playing?
Fuck yeah.
That's cool.
So
I'm calling him
sick.
at the center.
No elephants, just demons.
Wow.
Can I call him Dog?
Dawg.
Dog.
Yeah, you have to make sure that W is
Oh,
pronounced.
an update because people were asking.
Oh, yeah.
I never got a response from Dada 5,000.
What was the exact direct message that you sent?
I hear you be
Right.
on our show tomorrow or something like that.
So I need for you at the top of the interview to talk to him about why he didn't respond to your direct messaging and if he felt at home when you were speaking to him.
All right, I'll ask him why he didn't get back
I'd
to me.
really rather we didn't go into this.
And we should touch on the fact that you said, I hear you be doing our show.
I be hearing that you'll be on the show tomorrow, and then because Jimmy really helped me out, I wrote, looking forward to it, buddy.
Right, because you wanted to.
So I might have went a little too, a little too dark there. So I was bringing it back to center a bit.
Piece of garbage.
I don't like that you hesitated and then came back with the word dark, as in like, oh, what am I going to say? Oh, dark.
I had all the words there. I was just trying to be PC.
They're just words, Sam.
Failed.
They're just words in the end.
We getting him on the phone?
Yeah, I think I see him up there. He's on the board.
Oh, yeah. Dada 5000. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, world.
You are the star of Dawg Fight, my friend. God, did we love that documentary.
Hey, I'm proud of the fact that you guys, and I hope that you liked it or loved it half as much as me, Billy Corbin, the guys out of the backyard, and the great team over at Raconteur enjoyed putting it together for you.
I really enjoyed it, and heartbreaking at times, too, man. There's a lot going on with this documentary.
Yes, it was.
So are you still actively fighting? Because you're the guy that kind of puts all these fights together, and you seem to know how to get guys to fight when they want to just relax. And you're a fighter yourself. Are you still fighting?
Yes, I am. Actually, I'm doing more training now. I'm working on quite a few projects, the next phase of evolution for Backyard. That is BYB, Backyard Brawls, Extreme Fighting Series. I'm looking to step back into the newly designed Trigon cage, later this year, definitely.
Why did you go with a triangle?
The reason why I went with the triangle is because boxers and wrestlers, they've always fought inside of the MMA. I mean, boxers and wrestlers always have fought inside the squared circle, which is better known as, the squared circle, the ring. MMA fighters fought inside the octagon. I wanted to be different. I've always, prided myself on the fact of not following, what the norm standards was, and creating somewhat of my own lane, so I had introduced the world to the Trigon cage, a three-sided triangular cage that really, enforces confrontation.
Now, Dada, I don't want to be like a Monday morning quarterback for you, but if you had a circled ring, then no one can hide in the corners.
But, we give the individuals something else to be mindful of other than their opponents, like not letting their opponents gain positioning, putting them in the sharper corner. Because if you get put inside that sharper corner by a guy who knows what he's doing, it's going south.
Hey, this is Chippa. Did you see the boxing match between Floyd Mayweather's and Manny Pacquiao's?
Yes, I did.
Did you think that boxing match was as good as it was supposed to be?
Well, I'm going to go with the rest of the world's expectation. I was expecting more, but I have to be realistic. When I look at Floyd Mayweather, Floyd gave you a traditional Floyd Mayweather fight. He has a knockout percentage, but if you're looking for a fight with action-packed thrills and chills, then Floyd is not your guy. He's coming inside there to win. And more than likely, he's going to outbeat you on points. If he gets the knockout, that's great, but I don't think that him and his camp is looking towards winning in spectacular fashion. They just want to win. So like Mike Tyson said, while the people was kind of upset that they waited 5 years for this, I don't think that it lived up to the hype.
Oh, God, it didn't. Not even close.
It was a traditional Floyd match.
Yeah. Can you take us through the whole Backyard Fights, why you decided to bring this to your mom's backyard?
I started out, rolling with a couple, individuals, who made it big, and we were all good from childhood days, Jimbo, Slice, if you will. And I used to tell these individuals, listen, I think that because we all was a team, together everyone achieves more, we left the backyard gathered too soon. They didn't see it that way. So I felt like they felt like what was good for the gander was not good for the goose. So I knew that it was still a great need for this service to be produced inside not just my community, but in communities all over, because I'm a product of my environment. I know what it's like not to have, to make do, to have to go without. I'm not a stranger to struggle or to sacrifice. And I know what the individuals in my community had and what they didn't have. Most of them, they don't have a college education, a high school diploma. They don't have a skill. They don't have a technique. They don't have a trade. But what they do got is a criminal record. What they do got is a shortage of opportunities. Some were by their own negligence, and some by way of them born under the circumstances that they were raised inside a subdivision, inside a low economic, environment that is a single parent in the home. And that parent is not the mom or the dad. It's the grandmother who cannot enforce the importance of education because education was not enforced to her. She had to drop out, to actually pick beans inside the bean fields. So at the end of the day, that's exactly what we're up against.
Can I ask you a question? When you were growing up, did you get involved in any of that stuff? Like, were you involved in in drugs or violence, or did you totally avoid it?
Well, I understood that my mom was all that I had. Me and my two brothers. And I knew that if we got into trouble, no one was coming to get us. So I understood the facts, that these are the circumstances that I'm faced with. So before sun was down, people could call me a square or whatever, but I was not going to, I knew my situation, hardship and struggle. So I wasn't going to make it harder for my mom, who was the only thing that me and my brothers had. So I made it my business to be, as precise and as productive and as, focused for her, as I could. Even though I was growing up around all of these things that I seen that individuals were not living that long, they were dying at a young age, and these are the same people that I was sitting on the parks with. Here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah, these guys are basically fighting their way out of the ghetto. They're trying anyway. When you watch Dawg Fight, I just assumed that at first that, wow, this Dada 5000 figure out a way to make some cash for himself. And then if you dig a little deeper, and it certainly is in the film, but then we've talked to you, since then, my guys. I've learned that you really don't keep a lot of the money for yourself. You're paying out the fighters, but then I'm learning you're paying like some of the kids that are showing up and doing a lot with this money instead of just throwing it in your back pocket. Can you discuss that a little bit?
Well, I never started this with intentions on being selfish. I started this with the intentions on helping individuals that I grew up with that took a couple bad turns in life. So I said, I would rather these guys in my backyard making an honest buck when society deemed them as losers, opposed to waiting in your backyard to tie you up, from a hard day's worth of work coming home. So me being the person, me being the pioneer, me being the visionary, me being the understanding person that know the circumstances of my people better than anybody that's on the outside looking in, this was something that I put together that was good for everybody involved. For me, I understood the importance of it, to save lives. And guess what? With the little kids, after the events, hey, listen, you want to make $5-10, help pick up the trash, that the fans, the participants left behind. It puts them in a position because half of them have not seen a $10 bill.
Yeah.
I have more influence over the better part of my community than, a lot of, authorities because, I'm hands-on. I'm like direct connect. I'm here. Despite the fact that I have done several major projects, I'm no better than nobody else, I never throw my accomplishments up beside nobody's face. I'm humble as all outdoors, and I'm always down to lend a helping hand, despite the fact that, I've done a commercial with Tiger Woods, Arnold Palmer, Lee Trevino, Tiger Woods, The Rumble, right? And that came out on EA Sports. We sold more than 1 million video games the first week out at $100 a pop. This was in 2013. Speak with 50 Cent quite often, good friends. Akon got several projects out with Akon. You can go to hurt somebody. I'm sitting back when I look at it. I'm just humbled because this type of stuff don't happen to guys like me. But I want to share that with these other guys. I could have been ran for the border and ran for some. No, but I continued to stay inside the backyard and open doors where there was no doors to be opened. We won Emmys on NBC daytime television with Casa Cerrado on Telemundo. Had the president of a multi-billion-dollar network in my mom's backyard. Broke records on Univision. With Gordo de la Flaca, Mega TV, LD Fernando Show. All these are Miami-based projects, Miami-based film production.
Yeah.
And I think that, this game is 90% strategy, 10% talent, 90% strategy, and I think we're on the right track.
When's the next fight or whatever that you're promoting where people who live in New York could see it?
Well, the next project that, I'm promoting is going to go down on June 5th, less than, a week away. It is a BYB project. Again, that's the next phase of evolution, from the backyard. And, it's going to go down on pay-per-view for those that cannot, actually make it out. I would almost encourage the individuals to go to the pay-per-view, links, www.bybextreme.com. We're partnering up with some folks that we're going to, blast this thing out everywhere. When you look at, boxing and all these glove sports, BYB is a new fight league with old world tradition, because before boxing and MMA, there was bare knuckles. This stuff been around since the Roman Coliseum days. And when you look at, Wikipedia, like the British Boxing Association, bare knuckle fighting is frowned upon, but technically it's safer than boxing.
Why is it
because
safer?
The gloves, it's safer because
Dada, I want to ask you about that because in the documentary Dawg Fight, there was at least one brutal knockout. After everyone went home and you're back in the house, are you thinking to yourself, "Oh my God, someone could have died today"? And do you wonder that a lot? Because if one of these fighters died, then they would have really just closed up everything.
That one guy was saying that they'd be up on murder charges or manslaughter if one of these guys dies.
Was that something you worried about on a regular basis?
Coming from where I come from, I'm hard to kill, even harder to scare. When you look at fear, what is fear? False evidence appearing real. That's why I'm the one that's inside the ring, because I trust my judgment. Now, anything can happen. I think about that, but I have short memory when it comes down to that, because I feel like I want everybody to leave, they came probably with inside of a fisticuff, inside of a challenge, you're going to get bumps and bruises. But, I think that I'm truly blessed, because we've not encountered that. But let's go into that. If someone has the paramedics needed to be called, I'm pretty sure. But, with these injuries, I've seen jaws broke, I've seen eyes ruptured, I've seen eardrums bust, I've seen a lot of things. But I also stopped it because at the end of the day, you have a knockout, which is your sleep, and you have a TKO. A TKO, for your millions of viewers and listeners out there, is when a person gets hit and they're not in a position, they cannot educatedly still defend themselves. Fight is over, because the opponent, his purse is not going to get no bigger or no smaller. This is business. It's not personal. Again, I prided myself on the fact of getting corporate America to trade in their suits and ties for tennis shoes and shorts to come down to sunny South Florida, because the next great thing was not inside of a dojo camp.
Yeah.
It was possibly coming out of a backyard.
All right. So you're not. So it was obvious you were in control of the situation, and I guess in general you weren't really worried if anyone was going to be killed. There's a part of the documentary that I found fascinating as well, is when the local cops came to your mom's house. And they all know that what you're doing was illegal, but they allowed it to happen. That's the type of power you have and understanding from the police force.
Just to elaborate on that, I got to double salute the Metro-Dade Police Department, some of the best men and women, on the force, because they understood, the situation, the circumstances that was going on. They'd rather these guys back here, right, strapping for an honest buck, opposed to being out there causing mayhem. Because keep one thing in mind, these individuals of the Miami-Dade Police Department, they are still human. They have families that they have to support. Just like they put that vest on in the morning, the coroner's office can cut it off. These individuals, they have nothing. I'm giving them something to look forward to. You have guys that come back there that was deemed 2-time, 3-time losers. They're not going back. I'd rather die before I go back, some of them would say. So when they find something that they say, I see daylight in my future for the first time in a long time, why would anybody want to take that away? The Metro-Dade Police Department officers, I'm up front with them. I'm out promoting, Dada, what's going on? This, that, or the third. I have to sit back and I let them know I don't hold no punches. I let them know when the fight is going on. The paramedics, they know. But at the end of the day, it's like they sit back and they say, Dada, we know when you're having these fights, but we never get any calls. My numbers are small, but my presence is big. The individuals inside the community, they respect me, they understand, and they see the importance for what it is that I did and what it is that we're doing.
Oh, I understand all that. I'm just saying it shows you're a special person because I'm pretty sure I couldn't start my own backyard fighting league anytime soon. I believe I would be shut down immediately. Justin's in studio. He's got a question.
I have a quick question. When you put a fight together, are you putting together two well-matched guys? Yes. Or are you putting together something that you think will please the audience more? Something you think, well, this one guy will clearly beat the crap out of this other guy. It'll get bloody. It'll get crazy. Or do you try to evenly match them? I know you work from kind of the same pen of people, but like, how do you put them together?
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned that.
Thank you. Oh, jeez. That's some good shit in there.
With that aspect, I match it up, by athletic ability and by experience. Because, I'm not like no other sport. When we say may the best man win, may the best man win. I feel that the fights that I put together, they're equal fights, because if I just wanted to put on something to entertain the crowd, then I'm no better than none of these other sports out there that I'm trying to set somebody else up or set another fighter up, for a big payday or for a big shot at God knows what else down the line. No, the real fans, gentlemen, and to the millions of viewers out there, the real fans are not neither one of these guys that are competing to take their game to the next level. It's the fans that get a chance to see this stuff in person. I cannot tell you, I've had every production company, the biggest in the world, and we're talking about even to the likes, of Vice Media, Rolling Stones, and a whole bunch of others that are interested in being a part of history. I know the importance of reinventing yourself. I'm not traditional to the point that, I'm just going to come out and I'm going to stay. No, I'm going to keep entertaining the world. This is what I was born to do, and I'm going to help as many people, as I possibly can. But I do want to plug something here.
Yes.
With the British Boxing Association on Wikipedia, bare knuckle fighting is safer than the boxing gloves, because the boxing gloves are designed to protect the hands, not the face. That's why, you have individuals like the greatest fighter in the world, Muhammad Ali, walking around because he took too many punches. When you look at the stats on a boxing match, 500-600 punches thrown, 400 landed. That's a lot of damn punches. Blunt force trauma. You do a couple of those over your brain is floating inside of a sea of kinetic tissue. What triggers a knockout is when your brain, when you get hit and your brain smashes into the wall. It's like your brain is in a bowl, That's why people, once they get knocked out a couple times, it becomes automatic, What's the difference between a bare knuckle punch and bare knuckle fighting? And a kick to the head in UFC is still unprotected, and the foot generates more power than the punch can ever.
I guess the knuckles, though, really do rip the shit out of your face, and I think that's disturbing for people, all that blood. But you make a very good point.
You don't see most eye gouges, or you don't see like a lot of ruptured eyes or punctured eardrums in boxing. I think that's where a glove protects the head, is the knuckle just, like you said, rips up the face
right
in a
through
different
your
way.
flesh.
If you know how to turn that punch over, that patent leather on that MMA glove or on that boxing glove will rip you just as easy. The difference is when you talk about a trained fighter from a novice opponent. Most of these guys back here, they're training because they see where this is going now. So now they're inside the gym, getting their A game on, learning how to throw a correct punch. That's where BYB, the new phase of evolution, is coming in at, because now we're teaching these guys how to go out there and bang with the best. We even got a lot of guys from boxing and from UFC and from MMA all around that are sitting home, that's training every day, that's waiting on a damn phone call that they're not going to get. Yeah. And now we're giving it to them.
One last thing. When I was watching Dawg Fight, I was thinking to myself, man, I would really love to be in that backyard checking this out. But I got to tell you, Dada, I'm a bit white. Would I be all right in that backyard? I mean, I'm very white, actually.
Yeah.
And
of course, you can't be, not because but you can't be no whiter than Billy Corbin, and Billy survived
Billy survived.
Yeah, but yeah, he had cameras just in case anything went down.
He had cameras, so people were thinking, okay, he's got to be important. We got to leave him alone. He's documenting all this.
We'll come down. We'll come down. I would love to watch a fight, but would you meet us at the airport and just take us?
Of course. Listen, you guys, two quick things really quick.
Yes, we got to wrap up, but go ahead.
Okay, when you look at Ringling Brothers Ball on Vegas, because they say that that's the greatest show on earth. No, my friends, this is the greatest show on earth. It is backyard, dubbed the biggest backyard in America. To all the listeners and people out there, follow Dada 5000 at the Real Dada 5000 on email. At Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, BYB Extreme, Dada5000.com. And the last plug is they told me that I was crazy, that I was nuts. If they ever thought the backyard fighting was going to blow up, they probably went right on one of those things. I'm crazy, I'm nuts, but they were wrong. Backyard fighting did blow up. We made it to the big stream. We bought, I gained more attention, more fame, brought more awareness to the culture, educated the culture on bare knuckle fighting than anybody the past 150 years before me. I'm from the streets, so I like to deal with my people hand to hand, direct connect, no middleman. To all of the listeners out there, social media is good. Follow me on that so you'll stay in tune. You are now Team 5000, but you can also hit me on one of my direct lines at 786-439-5957.
What are you crazy? Don't give your number out to our crew.
You just gave you shouldn't probably give your number out.
Mister.
He did it twice.
Because real recognize real.
All right.
And to people out there that know me, they know that that's my real number, so I'm not joking.
So what happens if someone calls the line? What do you talk to them?
What if they prank call you, Dada?
Well, this line is for the individuals, the believers, the people that understand hard times, not having to make and do sacrifice.
All right. You're the ghetto P.T. Barnum. I got to tell you. You know how to promote.
That's what's up, man. I thank you guys, for having me. And again, for the people out there, if you haven't watched Dawg Fight yet, it's 5 stars on Netflix. It's beating out a lot of your Big Ten movies out there. So you guys, don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. Enjoy something that was created by the minds of individuals from North Carolina. 305, we're in the building. Opie Radio, Sirius Satellite.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Dada 5000.
Thanks, man.
Nice.
See you again, okay?
He's out.
Yeah,
you got to see Dawg Fight. It's just an amazing documentary. I haven't been blown away by a documentary like this in a while. So
it's all his gift.
It's tough to go back and forth with him. But
it is, but it's his gift of gab that makes this thing okay. If anybody else did it, everybody would be arrested and this thing would be closed down in a minute. Just the way he talks and sells it, and it's all good and everything's fine.
And he has complete control.
Complete control.
I mean, still someone could die in the
the ring, yes,
in the ring, or whatever. But in the end, you can see that he's focused and he
has a plan.
He knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
Where's Darrell? Is he here?
Yep.
Is he finally up here?
Yep, he's waiting on us.
Oh, let's bring him in.
Where is he? Is he right outside the studio?
No, he's by the office.
Oh, okay.
Fucking, you never know with Roland. He's on a helicopter.
Roland. He's here now. Right. No worries.
Yeah, I would love to go to one of those fights, dude. I would love to go to Miami and go to one of those fights.
But
I'm sure it'd be fine.
But he's not really doing it in the backyard anymore because they did shut him down, right?
They shut him down after the movie was filmed.
So now,
now you got to go on the boat in international waters.
Or
they have a boat that they do it on?
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Oh my God. It's reminiscent of a film I saw. Wow.
All right.
International waters.
Yeah, I'm sure he's waiting to get sanctioned, and then he'll be able to do it around different
arenas. It's going to be hard to get bare knuckle fighting sanctioned.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Oh, the insurance.
If MMA doesn't do it.
But he explained it.
New York.
He explained it perfectly.
Yes, he did.
And I think he has some knowledge as far as that goes, but the knuckles just ripped the shit out of the flesh.
Yeah, he's an interesting character, though. If you watch the movie, he's a big guy, and he is a man. When he throws a punch, man, he's a guy with just fucking.
Yeah,
he's one of those guys who gets punched through a fucking wall.
Yes.
And if he was, hey, Darrell.
What's up, Darrell?
Sit next to your pal, Jim Norton.
Alrighty.
Darrell Hammond, everyone.
Let me apologize to you.
Why?
I set the alarm at 6.
Yeah.
And I made the fatal error of not getting out of the bed.
Sure.
I'm all right. I'll get up in a minute.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
here.
you guys.
It's okay.
No, you're playing Caroline's, and we're happy to have you back.
I'm happy to be here.
We had you for that amazing book. God, did I love that book.
Sorry. We did a play, La Jolla Playhouse. They want to bring it to Broadway.
You playing Capote?
No, this is about the book that I wrote.
Oh, okay.
It's like
You're doing like a one-man show now, based on the book.
But now it's all shut down because of legal contracts and.
What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to say, but we had to cancel the whole summer of shows.
Is it because of the content in the play, or is it?
Is it lawyer shit?
Wow.
It's partially lawyer shit. They're not out of line. I mean, there's.
Are they watching out for you in the end?
Mine are, but.
Interesting. There's something going
on. The whole summer
on.
had to be shut down.
Because
Chicago, too. We had Chicago, Williamstown. I think there's still Bay Street on Long Island, which is a great theater, but we might have to cancel that, too.
What is that supposed to be?
It's stuff that's written in these contracts. I can't read these things.
But other people get to do one-man shows.
I know.
Huh.
You would change it and redo it? If you had to change it, could you change it?
Change the show?
Yeah, like I'm saying, is there anything in there that you could remove or fix or misdirect or redirect that would allow you to do the show, or is it bigger than that?
It's being hammered out by lawyers, and it takes time.
God, there's never good when lawyers will get involved. Because the lawyers, like, your lawyers are closer to the other lawyers than they are to you, because they care only about jacking the legal fees.
I'm trying to think what's in the book that would be a problem.
Probably
I mean,
somebody.
Tyson had a one-man show, and the shit he talks about is
true.
Wow.
Oh, it's not the content.
It's not the content. Okay.
It's people claiming what their cut is going to be and what they're entitled to. I don't know.
Oh, okay. It's all that nonsense.
Oh yeah, I hope just want to be greedy and take it. It's your life.
When we're off the air, I'll tell you the real story.
I hope you figure it out, because a one-man show based on that book would that would be great.
You know what it was? We got nice reviews in the LA Times, and when that happened,
people come out of the woodwork.
Everyone I ever met, it's like, I heard like movies like Shakespeare in Love, for instance. Everyone that ever wrote an essay on Shakespeare is like, well, I thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
people might claim they had ideas they didn't actually have.
Yeah, and I can't afford to defend myself in court,
so you're stuck.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because people always say, like, that's the misconception. Well, what are they going to do, sue you? Anyone can sue you, and then you have to pay to defend it.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, look, you're $100,000 before you ever get to the court.
Yeah.
Maybe 200.
Yeah, it's terrible. Going through legal experience, it makes you hate lawyers, and it also makes you love the good ones.
And love the good what?
The good lawyers, like meaning the ones who actually aren't being vultures and who are actually looking out for
There
your
are
interests.
those.
Sure.
And probably most of them are that, but the whole idea that I can't afford to stand up for myself, I don't have the money.
It would cost that much.
It would have to be settled in court.
Oh God, what a nightmare!
And I
Sorry
can't,
you're going through that.
I don't have that kind of money. I mean, I got enough money to have an apartment.
You got the Colonel Sanders money now.
That is true.
You got Colonel Sanders money, Darrell.
Well, I'd like to have a little money in the bank.
Right.
I don't want to spend that in court.
Have you made as performers? It's hot or cold. You're doing great. You're on SNL, and then you go on the road for a little while. Have you made in general smart financial decisions, or have you been reckless, or have you been pretty careful?
While I was in SNL, I made the worst decisions ever. I let someone else look after my money, and I didn't want to deal with it because we were poor when I was a kid. We didn't have any money, and so the money that's intimidating, you handle it, and so that went bad.
Do you think it went bad due to mishandling or purposeful diversion?
It went bad because I wasn't paying attention.
Okay,
and I wanted someone else, and I'm signing here. You do that. I signed this thing.
So what did he do? Invest it in bad stuff, or he just basically took it and ran?
I think it would be legally irresponsible. I'm so afraid of what.
Sure. Let's say this.
Of what can happen to you.
How angry at the person are you?
I got pretty sick for about a year.
Okay.
Wow.
Did you not know it was happening until you finally looked
went
at
to
something?
the band. Well, you figure I was on SNL 14 years
Yep.
and did lots of personal appearances, and that was a fat time for me.
Sure.
I go to the bank one day, there's 12 G's in there. That's it. So I was pretty upset.
So you went in there and you hadn't checked in how long? Like how long?
I never had checked.
Oh. So 12 G's in the bank. And what were you expecting? Were you expecting $1 million or $2 million in the bank? Or
I don't know. You figure, I made some change, man. I made some good money. So I figured that, there'd be some stuff in there.
You figured you would have a healthy bank account.
That's okay. I mean, I wrote the book that turned things around, and I started getting stuff as a result of the book, and I'm gonna be okay. But just I've made a lot of bad decisions. It's just stuff I'm not good at. There's a lot of I feel like most things I'm not good at. I'm pretty good at getting up there in front of a crowd.
But you're probably better at it than you think, though, because it's this scary thing for like money, and because we always associate it with people who are smarter than us and who have more than us. But I go on, I check my online statements, I check all of these. I don't trust fucking any of them. And if they know you're checking, they're much less likely to try to get cute. And never just don't give them power of attorney. Fucking sign your own shit. That's all.
Well, I should have done it.
And I mean, now you can do it. You know what I mean? It
too
won't
late
happen
now,
again.
but
Yeah, I had some people I trust refer me to a great accounting firm, and the guys slowly but surely over the last 4 years turning it around.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you get it back.
Yeah,
but now I pay attention.
Yeah. Oh, you do. Okay, yeah.
I go sit down and I make them explain it.
Yeah, and those guys love to hear themselves talk. They're happy to tell my accountant. If I ask him like a question, Jim, they can't believe you're not rushing them off the phone. They're so happy to tell you anything if you're interested.
And they'll bore you to death.
Oh, they're the
That's
worst
the problem.
people alive, but they love to talk.
They'll talk circles around you, and then you'll get to a point like, all right, just fucking do it. I don't know.
When they start, I know that it's funny. I'm aware sometimes when they're going through these financial terms and numbers and percentages. I'm more like, you could just be making that up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really understand it. I kind of get where you're going, but the guy's got a great rep, and he does great work.
Yeah, if you check your stuff, you're probably okay.
So look at it like you just went through a divorce and you lost a lot of money.
In fact,
through the divorce.
I did do that.
Oh, you did that too?
Oh, yeah,
as well.
All right. On top of everything else.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir. I mean, I'm up there on dazzling them on the high wire on TV and just blowing just grits in my personal, like, wow. People, I've had like friends of mine go, you didn't really do that, right? Talking about specific instances, you didn't really do that, right? I'm like, yeah, I did. I didn't pay attention.
When you left SNL, like, are you kind of rooting for Hillary? Like, do you want to go back on SNL at all? Not permanently, but like to go back and do, because if Hillary gets elected, I mean, there's a whole fucking whole storyline.
I did bill twice at the end of the year. Mm-hmm. Went well. I've been talked to about that, and I'm friends with those guys, and let's see what happens. I mean, it's pretty organic. I'll go over there and I'll sit down and talk about, I mean, I thought it was really fun announcing the show, replacing Pardo, but then now this Hillary, so maybe Bill will be back around.
Yeah, so there might be a whole reason to go back.
Yeah, you're the voice of SNL now. Darrell Hammond taking over for Don Pardo.
Oh, you actually doing that full time?
I'm doing the montage, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I mean, no one can replace that guy. I mean,
I shouldn't say replace, obviously, but
we had to sit in a studio and they'd be like, teach me how to do it. I have no idea how to be an announcer.
But you knew Don Pardo's voice when you.
I did, and I thought they were going to have me do him.
Yeah. Didn't you do that once? I think it was in your book
times.
a few times, and I think it was in the book where Don was out, and
it
they
just
went
sounds
to
like
Darrell
an announcer.
Hammond.
It doesn't sound like anything special like him,
Yeah.
But that's the best we could do. We picked 5 vowels in the opening montage that I would sound like Pardo on. Sort of a subliminal thing. So there's like 5 vowels, like featuring, like, let's see, how does that go? Kenan Thompson featuring. It's a subliminal thing because when they offer me the job, they go, look, it's not Don Pardo, but it is. So come in here and let's work this out. So I said, just pick a couple of vowels, and then we'll hit those vowels.
What color was he when you meaning you said you see him? I'm fascinated with that when you see an impression. You see them in colors like blues or oranges.
I always thought he was like a purple.
Really?
Yeah. And it's called, I think, synesthesia. I don't understand exactly what it is. It's not really that remarkable. It's not even that uncommon. Some people do that.
You see the things in colors, the sounds.
there's a color, and then I can connect.
When you do, if like say you see Opie or you see Jim as a red or a green, can you start doing their voice? When you do it, it sounds different, like a different color, and then you start to see it. As the closer you get, do you start to see it more the color that you see them?
No, it's pretty. It's immediate and it stays. But the problem with guys like you guys is that you have perfect speech.
No, God, no.
Your speech.
I stammer and stumble and get words wrong.
No, there's nothing wrong. There's no odd relationship between your tongue and teeth.
Yeah.
That's like some people are famous for what they say. Some people are famous for how they say it.
Right.
It's like Costas it said to me one time, like, why don't you do me? Why can't you do me? I'm like, there's nothing to grab onto.
Right.
What am I going to grab onto? Your perfect speech. You're a good guy. You work hard. You do well. So no one wants to make fun of you.
No scandals.
I mean, haven't you found as a stand-up that good guy works hard, does well, is unimpeachable?
There's nothing to say about them. Other than as a reference to jump and attack someone who's fucked up. You're right. It's like Happy isn't funny. No one wants to hear about your great date. But if you're on a date with a girl and she fucking vomited on your dick, like, everyone wants to hear about that. You know, you're right.
Oh, that's funny.
But there's
thank you.
That's where the I get
terrible. Yeah, it really touched a nerve in me. Like, yeah, Costas comes up to me and he's like, "You've got the great couple, you've got the great Clinton, you've got the great Gore, but you can't do me." And I'm like, no, I don't know what to grab onto, but you know, like perfect speech.
I love that he's annoyed that you don't do him.
Yeah,
that's the best part of the story.
Me to, but then what am I going to do? And you can't make fun of a guy like that.
Well, you could talk about those vignettes he does, those dramatic, over-the-top vignettes before
you can, but
the sporting event.
My feeling that when the guy has that rep of this guy works really hard, he's a family man. He didn't get this by accident. Right. He worked forever to get this. People kind of want to lay off him and just. Don't you find that?
Well, yeah, especially when, like you said, there's nothing to grab onto. There's no hook to get people to go, like, let's talk about this person. Especially when he's just a sports announcer. He's not a guy making political decisions, or he's not a guy doing things in Congress that you fucking hate. There really is not much to go on.
Yeah, you know, Leno had the wonderful, the way he talked was so interesting, you know. But basically, he's a good guy. He worked his, you know, this is a honest stand-up comic. No one, there's nothing, the content, it's hard to make fun of a guy that just worked his tail off, and now he's doing good. But at least he had, you know, the interesting speech pattern, right? You know, so that was fun.
There's something, there was something very definable about the way he talked.
There is something interesting. You know about this? Is it true? You know?
Yeah, a guy like Jimmy Fallon would be tough to make fun of.
Yeah.
Good guy, you know, nothing really that you can
just
jump on about him.
Dude, who has learned how to be a talk show host and conquered it.
Yeah,
he just conquered the whole thing. Like, that's like you're looking at a guy going, all right, you know, it's sort of hats off to you, man. Great job.
Part of it is also getting something that people notice, but they don't realize they notice. Like, that to me, what makes like a great impression too, when you see somebody do something and it's just like, fuck, that's right. Like, he does. Like, whether it's Bublé and his dumb lisp, or like with the way you just did Leno, like, I think like people don't think necessarily when Jay talks that he does that, but then when you hear you do that, it's like, yes, that's exactly it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm a nerd that's been sitting around in my bedroom since I was 6, like thinking of stuff like
focusing on this. But no one will call out Bublé about his lisp. We have over the years.
Yeah, I'd like to through a megaphone. It's fucking hideous.
It's really bad.
I didn't know.
It's the one about the world on a string.
On a string. Oh, you listen to him, you're going to hate his guts.
Wow. Yes. Hopefully.
Wait, do you hate his guts?
With a vengeance.
For that reason?
How come?
Only for that reason.
Just for the list.
A shallow reason.
At least Jerry's admitting it's a shallow.
About that.
Yeah, there's no real. No, it's not a list. It's an R speech impediment like Pacino has almost. A string.
Around my
finger. Yeah, it's like a Pacino thing.
That guy can sing.
Yeah.
A string.
A string.
A string. Something really wrong. That R thing, that fucking...
Well done, a string.
What is that?
Enraging.
That's what it's called,
I remember
enraging.
Pacino with his jaw wired shut in Godfather 1, you know. And
yeah.
I don't remember.
He never sounded better than he did in that. He's a crooked cop. Yeah.
We're talking about a cop. We're talking about a crooked cop. Got mixed up in the rackets and got what was coming to him.
Yeah.
It's a terrific story. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're watching Duvall just kind of fucking, God damn it, he's right.
We have those type of people on the payroll, don't we, Tom? We do indeed. Wait, did Duvall? I mean, do you watch that movie a lot?
Oh, yes.
I watch it at least once a year, maybe twice.
Yeah.
I can't get over it.
Yeah. My favorite thing is when just Connie fucking lays out the table and Carlo's just putting his tie on and go fuck someone while she's making dinner. Like, you gotta love Carlo.
What did he say? What scene?
When Carlo was just getting ready, and she's like, "Have your whore come for dinner." Maybe I will. He's so busted. Carlo is so busted.
That did not work out for him either, did it?
No, it really didn't.
I want to know how Colonel Sanders came about.
Yes.
They just called you one day, and that must have been a surprise of a phone call.
Yes. They, I don't know what their thinking is. I'm sure they looked at several people. And, you know, I had like a couple hours, like 2 hours. I was doing a gig in Palm Springs. Guys calls me up and like, look, they really need this right now. They're moving on it there. And, they texted me a couple of lines. And, the line was 2, 4, 6, 8. What do we appreciate? I'm like, okay, I got that one. So they hired me. And you know, I have a face though. My face is bland. Like people can like.
I would not know that was you.
I wouldn't have either.
I've been told by makeup artists like my face is bland, so you can actually put a face on me. Like some people, you can't put a face on them. They're like too handsome or whatever. But my face is just so plain, you can see it.
Do you think that's part of what makes you a great impressionist? Is the fact that you're able to morph into other people?
I think the fact that I'm surrounded by people who win Emmys and Oscars who are painting on my face makes me a lot better than I mean, because, you know, like at SNL, all the impressions weren't that great. I mean, you have a few hours, you just don't get it. But then some guy makes you look exactly, not some guy, Louis at SNL makes you look exactly like the guy.
By the way, was that the dumbest question ever? Are you a good impressionist because you can morph into people? I should be fucking just shot in the face.
That's not that dumb.
It was a terrible question.
No.
At least you didn't have it written down.
But you see this woman, the woman that did that was 4 hours of makeup.
Yeah,
you do look good there, though.
Now, is this just TV, Darrell, or is this going to be just for web stuff?
I've done website, television. I would ask everyone here to watch the Bucket in My Hand ad. It's done by Wyden Kennedy, who did the Dos Equis Most Interesting Person in the World.
Let's find it real fast.
This is a big campaign.
Oh, God, yeah.
How long were you shooting these for?
We shot 4 12-hour days.
These fucking things are getting like 1 million views. The other one has like 5 million views. I mean,
What?
This.
On YouTube.
This is almost 1 million views, and there's the other one you did has
like
almost
2.5
5
or
No,
something.
there's one over
You're right.
4 million.
I'm really proud of Bucket in My Hand.
Let's see this real fast.
I have everything I need. I walk along the dusty road, a bucket in my hand. The sun is round and yellow, it shines upon my feet. I've walked 100 yards and I'm not the least bit tired. I need nothing, I have everything
Anaheim
I need.
Stadium.
I walk along the dusty road, a bucket in my hand. The cloud is white upon the sky.
Walking through traffic.
White as a colonel's beard. I've walked another 100 yards and I'm not the least bit tired. I need nothing, I have everything I need. Howdy folks, it's me, Colonel Sanders. I walk along the dusty road, a bucket in my hand. I'm back, America.
We actually have 4 Colonel Sanders laughs.
That's going to get stuck in people's heads, by the way.
That is really catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys that do the Dos Equis campaign are phenomenal. I mean, guys in the 20s, just they just got it, you know. And the way I was approached was, listen, we want to do weird ads. Like Colonel Sanders is like this really eccentric guy. You know, like he always had a mandolin. There's a mandolin commercial with a mandolin band. Like, I mean, just that, and you know, guys like that are different. They're interesting. So they want to do these weird campaigns, and
I mean, to me, I'm like proud of that one. That's
really catchy.
That's nice, right?
Yeah, it's a very different looking ad too. Like there's bumper to bumper traffic on a bridge or something or a highway, and you're just walking through singing this odd song. Then you're on a baseball diamond alone, except for a groundskeeper. Just really weird. It's just weird, and
that
it is
thing
catchy.
sticks in the head.
Oh yeah, a bucket in my hand.
You're gonna be humming it all night, right? My favorite is the sun is white upon the sky, and then this woman comes in. This white is the colonel's beard.
Yes, just what
the hell is that?
Well, that's a big get, man. That's great.
It's
Good
interesting.
for you, Darrell.
And hopefully you'll do more.
Well, we have 4 laughs. So we did like a jillion radio commercials. So Colonel Sanders has 4 laughs. You know, the first one, and they're all George Bush's, by the way.
Yes, I said it before.
Like I saw Bush in this debate once, and he did this thing that I never saw him do ever again. And the thing he did was, I never saw him do it again. Heard him laugh before, I heard him laugh all the time, but it was just a little chuckle. So when they asked me about how does this guy laugh, I remember the most interesting laugh I ever heard was Bush one time. And so laugh number 1 is, laugh number 2 is, laugh number 3 is, and laugh number 4 is,
It's creepy.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a little creepy,
Yeah.
right?
Why is that creepy?
It's almost like
know.
a ventriloquist or something.
Yeah,
What is that? Why?
Because you're just sitting there doing 4 different laughs. It's just odd.
Not in a bad way. Don't take it.
Is
the
that
wrong-
creepy?
No,
Come on, Jim.
Creepy in the sense that just a man laughing maniacally by himself is always creepy.
Out of context.
Out of context.
Thank you. So you're explaining it for us.
I remember. Okay, I got you.
But
All
it doesn't
right.
sound creepy in the context of him laughing in the commercial.
Oh, no.
Watching someone just do it, going laugh number 1 is, and then it sounds like a laugh.
But I mean, it's like I'm a dork from Jump Street for years, and I sit around thinking about weird stuff like that.
My new laugh that I premiered was a bomb. No one liked my new
What is
laugh.
that?
No one liked it.
Wait, now I don't want to hear. That's the laugh you hear when your head's being pushed in the trunk of a car.
That's why it works.
It's a fun laugh. You don't want to hear that like out in the forest.
I thought it was good nature.
It didn't go over.
No, it was a miserable bomb. I thought it was going to be a hit adored by the fans. Incorrect.
Yeah.
It'll take time. It'll grow on them.
You think so?
Yeah, it'll grow on them.
All right, maybe.
Yes.
What about the smile? You debuted that smile. How's that one going?
Smile is not good for radio, but it was,
Right, but I mean, the fans like to see it when they meet you.
Yeah.
So Jim, do you still
Yes.
crush at the cellar all the time? Like, do you still go?
I have very mediocre results. I'd say some nights I
What
do.
do you mean mediocre?
Last night was very good. Other nights, not so much.
How many years have I known you? 10?
No, Jesus. I remember, here's my first memories of Darrell Hammond. We were in a car with Maureen Taryn, and you were running around going to do Letterman. So
I was not on, okay.
Was it, what
So
year?
20 years.
Yeah, it's at least 20. What year did you do Letterman the first time?
95.
Okay, so I believe it was 95, because I'd just started coming into the city. I'd signed with Barry Katz, and you were running around doing, I think, just audition spots.
Thinking I've seen him kill. Like, I remember you were like, oh yeah, you were like, I want to be a comic one day. Yeah, I want to be a comic. I'm trying to get into comedy. I've seen this guy kill like 1,000 times. I mean,
Well, I knew you. By the time I met you, I'd already done stand-up, so I might have talked about coming into the city.
you think of how many sets we've actually done together over
Back to
20
back.
years?
Yeah, it's
Thousands.
endless. Yeah.
Yeah.
Endless amount. Times where I'm going on and Darrell's next, or I'm right after Darrell. You know, it's really weird how many times you work with guys who you see in the city.
I'm going to say 1,000.
Yeah, easily.
Because back in the day when I was doing stand-up, I'm doing 150 sets a year. You were there all the time.
Yeah.
And nobody works harder at their craft.
You're doing Caroline's, as a matter of fact, this weekend, right?
Oh, yeah, Darrell's there tonight.
Yeah, we should make sure everyone knows that.
Such a great comedian. Tonight through Saturday. And, if there's tickets available, it's 212-757-4100 if you want to see Darrell, who's just awesome.
What do you do when you're not working? You seem like one of those guys that works a lot.
I kind of do now, but I didn't for about 5 years.
What do you do when you have downtime? What's your thing?
Goof off. I watch SportsCenter, man.
Do you?
Seriously. It's like, when I'm not doing nothing, I watch baseball, and I don't know. That's what I like.
Who do you think wins the NBA title this year? It's a good matchup.
I am recently so impressed with LeBron James that I've always been blown away by the guy.
Mm-hmm.
But now,
it's a great story that he comes
it's a great
home.
story, but that I think it was game 2 where he was a little bit off in the first half and just got it together and came back in the second half. You know those nights when you don't feel just right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was blown away. I don't know. What do you think, Cleveland?
I want Cleveland. I mean,
that would be huge for that city if LeBron came
Golden
back.
State is going to be really tough. But J.R. Smith, he was my favorite Knick. So I liked that he's playing with LeBron.
Yeah. And they got that new guy Thompson that LeBron and him are symbiotic. I mean, the guys it's connected to each other.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, we'll see what
Beautiful
happens. It's the first time in many years I can't wait for the finals of the NBA, and I don't have a team in it really. My team is the Knicks, but
I'm invested in. I don't know a lot about basketball, but I'm invested in the Cleveland story.
Right,
what a great story that is. And I love to watch that guy Stephen Curry shoot the ball.
He's ridiculous how good he is.
I don't know anything about basketball. I just started watching this year.
Nah, I don't watch any of it anymore.
Do you watch football?
No, I used to watch all the time. I just got bored with all of them except MMA. I just stopped watching.
MMA?
UFC stuff? The fighting?
Ultimate Fighting?
I like that stuff, yeah. But I mean, I want to start watching again just because it's a nice diversion.
You started taking a peek at football
Yeah.
last year.
I mean, it was kind of cool to watch.
Who's your team in football?
Well, I just go for if I like an athlete, like I like Peyton Manning, Drew Brees,
So you never had a team growing up, really?
In football, no. My father liked the Gators, but I played football on my first time when I was 14. I went out for the junior varsity, and literally the first day, first play, a guy hits me hard. And I'm thinking to myself, they're not going to keep doing that, right? I almost wanted to say to the guy next to me, you guys don't keep doing that. Seriously.
That was just luck, right?
I'm like, not my thing. Right. You got my block knocked off.
I never wanted to play football. I loved playing sports growing up, but football never excited me. I don't know how those guys do that.
I realized, too, that my fascination with the Yankees, part of it was that Mariano Rivera, part of it was Derek Jeter. I'm like, I know a little bit about what a classy guy Jeter is. Just the classiest dude ever, and I worked with him.
What'd you do with Jeter? My experience with him wasn't as good.
I didn't do a sketch with him, but he did the show.
Oh, okay.
And I was just fascinated by when these giant athletes come to SNL. They have no reason to believe they can do it, but their headset in life is, I can do it. I can do it. I'll figure it out. And Trump was the same way.
Trump, though, is at least a guy who talks a lot in business. He's a guy who's used to bullshitting or talking or spin. He's a smart guy and he's a great talker. Whereas Jeter's just a ball player, and to be able to, that's an even bigger transition.
Trump entertains the hell out of us.
Yeah.
Oh, he's full of.
To watch that guy walk into SNL, very confident that if he worked hard enough, he would figure out a way to do it. Came earlier than everyone, left later than everyone, worked harder than anyone I ever saw
He was
getting that down and figuring out how to do it. And he had a great show.
He was on the phone during the winter, and he was insulted that we said that he got the flu. He swears he never got the flu before, and he was mad that we were telling him there's no way you go through life without having the flu once. And he was legitimately mad at us that we didn't believe him.
I'm fascinated by guys who have no, the guy was $1 billion in debt twice.
Yes.
And he didn't become a drug addict. He didn't do destructive. He's like, I'll figure this out.
Wow. I'm fascinated by people with confidence that's real.
Confidence. He really has that confidence.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
With comics, it's a put on because we're all insecure and we're up there we're just doing it fucking. Please think I mean it. Please think I feel good about myself. But a guy like that really does walk in a room calm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And to me, I was so impressed to watch a non-performer walk into a world that took me 20 years to get to. 20 years, to get where I was at that time. He walks in and is like, I will figure this out. There's got to be a key here. There's got to be a way to do this.
Right.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed by that.
Do people expect you to do impressions all day long?
Yeah.
They do.
Clinton, really.
And they ask you when they see you on the street?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I told this story when I was on the show the last time, when I was getting a colonoscopy.
Right. Jesus, I don't think you told us this.
No, not at all.
Oh, This is a true story. I was getting a colonoscopy. I don't know if you've ever had one, but they were about to put the camera in, and I was a little nervous because I never had nothing but nature.
Never even a finger?
Natural, no.
Oh, boy,
not
you're
even
missing
at a
out.
first knuckle?
No, I never had that.
Oh,
but I
Darrell.
certainly had not like an oblong instrument made of metal with a camera in it.
What have you
attached to a cord going up my ass? I'm like, I don't know.
Have you had your
nervous.
ass eaten?
You never had your ass eaten.
We were just talking about this yesterday.
Huh?
Have you had a girl eat your ass?
No.
Oh.
Really?
Oh,
You're
my heart
missing
breaks
out.
for you.
Turn Sports Center off for a second.
I've missed out
Enjoy
on a lot
it.
of stuff.
Get your ass eaten, my friend.
I'm with Darrell.
Yeah.
I missed out on a lot of stuff.
There's still time.
Anyway, so the chick, the doctor put. First of all, I was on the Michael Jackson drug, which was
propofol.
Was so great.
Yeah.
What a great drug. I mean, wow. Have you been on that?
Yes.
I have when I had surgery.
I had a scope down the throat.
Here's the
thing.
weird part about that. After that, I went to my therapist, and she goes, "What is it about you today? You're crisp. You're bright. Your eyes are powerful, and there's light in your eyes." I'm like,
I had
"It's
something shoved in my asshole.
I was like, I had something metal shoved in my ass, and they gave me propofol. So yeah, I'm significantly altered. Anyway, it's about to go in, and the anesthesiologist literally leaned in and went, "What would Clinton say?" Yeah. Oh, that's happened a lot. Yeah.
And what did you do? You didn't.
I said he would say, "What is a nice girl like you doing in a place like that?" No, they didn't say that. I was
Did you
like,
give her
"Huh?"
Did you give her an answer or no?
No, I was aghast, but you think back of what you would like to say.
Yeah.
Like, "Hey, bitch," but
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't.
coming.
Yeah. Oh shit! I forgot. You guys are
a little dirty.
I like the dirty, but I didn't know you could be that on the radio.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got a lot of freedom here.
The total.
I'm like such a profane guy in life. Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. In every way. Just verbally, sexually, just
Yeah.
gutter dirt.
Oh, come on.
I'm a good person, but I mean,
The devil incarnate.
I like to get down and silly.
You are a good person.
Yes, of course. I don't like to hurt people at all. I'm just a pig.
He's definitely a good person.
Yeah.
What's piggish about it?
Well, I mean,
You don't like hurt people and stuff. You're not like selfish or nothing.
I'm selfish, but not like I don't hurt people. I'm not a predator. I'm just dirty. I don't like innocence. I don't like, I'm not like that type of fucking creep.
Yeah.
But if you're a woman and you've tinkled, I'm happy to jump in there.
What? What'd you say? Did you say that?
Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah. I meant
A woman who has tingle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no need to waste paper.
Just put some towels down.
Yeah.
Is that?
Oh no! Just just stand
Do
up.
I need to turn off Sports Center for that?
Yes, you do.
As well as the ass eating.
Is it still your thing, Jimmy?
No, I mean,
Not as
occasionally.
much?
I had a girl recently want to piss in my hand in my bed.
In your hand?
She's like, "Can I pee in your hand a little bit?" I'm like, "Knock yourself out," but she couldn't go.
That was her thing?
Yeah, she just mentioned it.
Huh.
I'm like, all right.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, if you can.
We share the same cleaning lady, so I could only imagine what she thinks when she changes your bed sometimes.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed sometimes. I used to be embarrassed. I get so many massages that I'll be massaged just by the oil stains, which for a lot of times
They do leave weird stains.
with the massage oil, right?
They don't look like massage oil. It looks like something more lifelike.
Yeah.
Have you got massages in your room?
Where?
At home?
I don't think so. Not.
You always go to a place?
I usually go to Pinky's for a chair massage.
Oh yeah, those are good. Those are legit too.
The foot massages are great, and the back massage. I mean, they're great massages, and they don't last that long. You ever be like in a massage and you're like, it's not that good, and you're like, man, I can't wait till this is over.
Yes.
Just get your hands off me.
Absolutely.
That's terrible.
Soft, weak touch.
Yeah, like don't stop doing that.
on.
Nothing's going on. They don't. Or I hate when they use too much elbow.
I just start meditating. Like fuck.
Yeah.
You really?
Yeah, I get mad. I'm like, God damn it.
Or they're not going to go near your sack.
A good.
So don't let you
That's not what I'm getting at, but
what'd you say?
when
when you realize they're not going
near.
Oh, they're not going to do that.
Yeah. There's not even a chance. I just want a little hope.
I'm sure there are places.
There are, but you
want to think there's a chance right to the end.
Yeah.
You want that in a legit place because it seems more like a spontaneous sexual experience.
Yeah, like maybe she must be really into me.
Yeah, it's like she can't resist. She's got to touch my balls.
Yeah.
She just sees my fucking cock and she's got to get her greedy mouth on it.
Could you guys ever see the Sopranos episode where Paulie says to Christopher, "What I can't do either one of them, so I'll just the dialogue goes, what I want to know is how come pissing, shitting, and fucking occurs within a 2-inch diameter of each other?" And he says that very thoughtfully. And Christopher answers, "Everyone asks that, Paulie. Nobody knows the answer." Like, come on, Paulie. What a great everybody. No one knows.
I'll tell you something from that show that I think of because Paulie. This is why this Sopranos is so good because they gave him these OCD qualities. He was an OCD fucking kind of a wacko, and we was talking about how you're getting piss on your hands because you stand there at the urinal and your laces are fucking laying in piss on the floor. Every time I fucking stand at a urinal, I think of that.
Christopher?
No, Paulie.
Paulie.
They started giving as they developed the characters, they started giving him these weird fucking OCD things.
I'm watching Sopranos my 4th time through. It's there's so much good stuff in each show you can't pick up on it all at once. Did you love this?
Loved it.
Oh my god.
Such a great show. You know who I thought was great was Steve Sharippa. Everyone knows how good he was, but man, he was very underrated on that show.
Terrific.
As far as how great he played Bobby Bacala.
I had dinner one time. I can't remember what the weird reason was, but with Gandolfini, and he was talking about if I might drink, how much I was drinking or something, and he said, I was like, "What do you think I'm drinking a lot?" And he goes, "Am I allowed to cuss?"
Yes, please.
He looks at me and goes, "Gija fucking Christ." I said, "Gija." James Soprano just said Gija. Gija fucking Christ. Christopher. I'm like, I mean, that guy, the more I watch, the better he is. You know what I mean?
Actor.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a real role. It's like he didn't play I'm a mobster, he just played a guy.
Oh, man. Incredible, right?
Yeah, I would have done that so poorly. So to look at a guy doing it so well.
You would have done all right with that, Jimmy.
No, I wouldn't have.
As Tony Soprano?
Yeah, I would have done a very bad job. I would have tried to mafia it up
Like
every
what?
moment. I don't know.
Well, you have to say things like things have been trending down lately. Trending down.
Try that, Jimmy.
Things have been trending down like as a gangster.
Things have been trending down. Hey.
And now do the laugh. All right, that's
He's
it.
diabolical. Our show is ending. It's 10:26.
I didn't mean to say it was creepy to see you laughing. It was very fascinating to see you go through all 4 laughs.
Yes.
That's all.
It
out
is
of
a
context,
little creepy.
I
I'm
guess.
aware of that.
But I didn't want you to be, I hope you're all right with that, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you want to see the great Darrell Hammond, tonight through Saturday, Caroline's down. He's a brilliant comic, and it's a very, very funny show. And how about the other dates? Are there other dates? The Darrell Hammond Project? That's still happening?
It's all on hold.
Oh, we
bro.
don't know about that. Okay, so ignore those. We'll just plug Caroline's tonight through Saturday. We had other dates, but let's
And
just
check out the Colonel Sanders videos on YouTube. The one,
Bucket
Kentucky
in my
Fried Chicken,
hand,
Bucket
you'll
in my
enjoy.
hand. That'll get stuck in your head.
It's on their YouTube page, Kentucky Fried Chicken's YouTube page.
Yeah, I know. We found that a little odd that KFC has their own YouTube page.
Yeah.
You're making it worthwhile.
Why is that odd?
I've never wanted to go there before I found out that you were doing these videos.
It's like when Cinnabon says, follow us on Twitter. Why?
Have you actually eaten KFC chicken?
Not in years, but it's delicious.
Love
It's
KFC.
delicious. For one, it is really good chicken.
But I don't know what they would do on their YouTube page in general. But now it's a compliment to you, Darrell Hammond. And now I'm going to the KFC YouTube page to see Bucket in my hand. Do you understand what I'm getting at here?
It's very enjoyable.
And the other videos you made for KFC, so they're all great. They really are.
Thank you.
Florentine's going to be on Louis tonight on FX at 10:30. It's a great episode. It's the season finale. We're really we're happy for Florentine tonight.
You guys, this show is so damn good.
Yeah?
Yeah. I didn't want to do press for this. I just wanted to do sets so I could stay a little bit in shape on stage.
Right.
But you guys are so
Then come back and see us.
Anytime, man.
good.
I almost ran you over the other day, by the way. I should mention that, too. You were getting into a big black Suburban, it looked like, and I was down a side street. I could even tell you what street, and all of a sudden I kind of jammed on the brakes, and then you waved like, oh, thanks for not running me over. I was taking a shortcut back to my my
I
building.
wish I had more stuff to come on and talk about. It's just a great show.
Good. We'll do it again. We'll just do the hang.
Start doing Clinton again. Let me come on.
Yeah. Okay. Florentine, what else there, buddy?
That's June 12, 13, Homefield Comedy Club, Miami, and July 10 and 11, Stitches Comedy Club, Lancaster, PA.
All right, and Norton.
Just go to my site. Bunch of stuff. Seattle's been rescheduled. I got the Borgata. I got a bunch of dates. Just go to jimnorton.com.
Okay. We'll see you guys Monday, I guess, right? We're out tomorrow? Yeah. Ron Bennington's sitting in tomorrow. Check that out. It's another live show for you, and then we'll see you guys on Monday. Thanks.